Oh, well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to City States of Klovisa, semicolon, dash, the God War, Raid Team Edition. Episode 38? You don't know?
37 and a half? I don't know.
Jeez.
37B?
37Z squared over 56 weeks. As we love our Kingdom Hearts titles here. Let's just... Before we jump in, which I know we should probably do quickly, since time is burning, and Devin will have to go and be a, I don't know, a serf in the German army soon? I'm not sure.
He's a tank.
Something like that?
Igor, being played by Devin, how are you?
I'm doing good, John. Doing good.
Yeah? Are you ready to give the biggest and best recap of your life?
Oh, I'm so ready.
That's good
You're
to
not
hear.
prepared for this recap.
I have a sneaking suspicion you haven't watched anything yet.
No, I just watched, John. Just watched.
Okay, Chad
Yes.
being played by Rumble Roar. How are you, bud?
I don't think I'm ready for Devin's jelly on his recap.
Okay.
I'm good.
Nathaniel, your nameplate somehow managed to shrink during my fucking with it. So let's just go ahead and let's just make it bigger. And
Let's make the face even bigger.
Just make that forehead bigger, okay?
We're just gonna put it above your camera as well. But how are you doing, Eric?
Good. People have been fucking around at work, and we're in the find out stage, and people get to shine during that. So some of this guy happening, so that's good for me.
Hell yeah.
But it does lead to like long days and whatnot. But you know,
I feel
good
you.
times.
I feel you, bud. And CK, if you're with us.
Oh, there's a CK here.
Hey, CK, how are you doing?
Hi guys, I'm good. How are you?
We're fantastic. We're so glad that we're here together without a wizard between us. We, the martial classes, have finally overthrown the shackles of these wizards. Even though the
How are
wizard...
you, John?
I'm great. Here's the wizard in question, who's currently a man of industrial mystery, apparently.
Industrial mystery? What does that even entail?
I'm looking... He's got an eye patch on. KJC, I know
If you have
you're
to
not
ask, you probably
participating,
can't afford it.
but if you
right?
want to say
You
hi
just
to the
can't afford
chat...
it.
I mean, I've been homeless my whole life. It's fine.
Hello.
Alright.
Can we get
No.
a quick Funko Pop?
No,
Oh, shit.
I hit it.
Then,
Oh my god.
Was that
Only
The
we get
Batman?
to see.
Oh no. I moved it.
that
It's
Beyond
fine.
Batman?
Oh shit.
it's glow in the dark
Nice.
from Justice League, which, yeah.
How horrifying.
Oh no,
Alright.
what's the one? Batman vs Superman it's from, I think.
KJC, get out of here. This isn't your episode. You had your time
Get
to
the fuck out of
shine.
here!
Guys, I'm doing great.
Lord.
I am writing another long Sunday. Sunday has not ended for me just yet. It'll end as soon as the stream ends as well. But other than that, I'm great. I'm Gucci. I fell asleep at work like 8 times while walking. And yeah, I'm ready. I had my power naps, all right? my micro sleeps. So, without further ado... Oh yeah, wait, no, someone fucking bought me Warhammer minis, and now I have to fucking paint those and set them up, and I'm not looking forward to
Nice.
Get to.
that. But I am a sucker for Chaos Space Marines. Alright. Devin, it's time.
It's time. Alright, wait 1 second. Let me.
What music do you want me to do this with?
Here we go.
And we ended up in what we assumed was going to be like a prison.
Oh, wait,
Jesus
hold on.
Christ,
I
this is
don't
so
mean
loud.
to interrupt your recap, but like you started off at like
Why?
30. You left out
This
the
is
2
heavy.
hours of bullshit before you went into the suitcase.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's just not important.
True. Fucking true. How dare you interrupt him? He was like getting to the good stuff immediately.
So we
Please
went into
continue.
the briefcase, and then we got separated, and that was a big
Welcome to
thing
the
because
respawn.
I left my friends accidentally.
Devin,
Bye.
please stop.
Which is
How's the recap?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Have we
last time
peaked?
from that.
Have we peaked in, like, quality of bullshit that we can do?
No, Devin's here to peak again. He can go higher.
Where do we go from here in terms of being, one, a smartass, and two, incredibly clever?
We've gone to the point of being self-referential. It's too far.
References on references.
I don't...
You gotta turn yourself into a pickle, John.
It's the only way. It's the only way.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's pickle
Oh,
Rick.
jeez, Rick.
Oh, jeez, John.
It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. All right. Who wants to give a real recap?
I can give a real one.
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, so we did shopping and bullshit for the first like part, and then we went to the briefcase, which is where the real stream started. And we got separated.
True.
We had Igor go one way and meet the Tower Folk, but our side doesn't really care about that because we weren't there for that. What happened to us is we got stuck inside a house. Like, and it was like Monster House from that movie Monster House, where it was alive and shit, and we were trying to figure it out.
It's like a Monster House.
Yeah, from Monster House, if you remember
The
that
movie.
hit.
Yeah, the
Animated
movie Monster House. Anyways, there was a crystal ball there. Chad tried to steal it. Didn't work. And then some guy pulled up and he's like, yo, y'all aren't supposed to be here. I'm gonna get you out of here, but we have to wipe your memory. And we're like, damn, we really have to do that? Like, shit. And he's like, yeah, you gotta hurry because there's this guy named Leon, and he's sometimes comes to the house, and he's real bad news. He's trying to kill, like, our entire society. We don't want that, so we should get out of here pretty soon. And we were kind of like, but we don't want our memory wiped type of thing. And then eventually we're like, all right, we'll leave. But then Leon showed up, like the chat he is, roundhouse kicked that motherfucker, like, all the way into the wall. And he was like, come with me if you want to live. And so, yeah, we followed him into the woods. And that's where we left off.
Pretty much.
I am blasting my music so that the stream
Where's Bran for the penis joke about woods? Like,
He's been
nobody?
messaging me.
Okay.
He's been
Yeah.
trying to get me stuff to increase the stream quality, but I think we peaked and we don't need to improve any further after what I've just borne witness to. Guys, it is someday, somewhere, somehow, I'm gonna set the scene for you all. You all are running through a swamp, which goes to your cankles, ankles, and knees, in that order specifically. Sometimes it's deep, it's usually deep, and then it's shallow, and then it's like, I'm about to snap my leg with how deep this shit is. You look at the hazy sky above you, one singular, almost dimensionless cloud. Light is streaming in from nonsensical ways. It's almost as if you're, like, underneath a giant lamp that is just, like, irradiating light from any direction. Shadows are always directly under you, or directly under anything. The best and tallest foliage you see are maybe these 3 meter, 12 foot high, 9 to 12 feet, wicked looking trees. I don't know why I just busted out the metric system. It's because Temer's in chat. That's your one metric system, Temer. You look at all these shrubs, these briar that just seep into this gross moss. Algae is like the only true living thing here in this realm you are currently in, and it makes all of the ground underneath the water sleek and dangerous. Many of you will trip, especially Igor, who is just falling and shambling. Leishtung's not having the easiest time either in his half plate. Just heavy armor in this swamp, this difficult terrain, and you're following this dude who is just powering through it, not caring at all. Sometimes the forest will become dense, sometimes it will just be an endless bog, just a singular surface. Welcome to the flat world.
Silly question while we're running through the woods with Leon.
Yeah.
What's Leon's movement speed?
Faster than you.
Faster than 55?
Yes. And he's clearly slowing himself down to a more easier pace for your slower members to keep up with him.
So he's moving slow enough for my slow folk to keep up?
Yeah.
So Chad can keep up with him and berate him with a series of questions while on this journey.
Oh, totally, yeah. It's
Leon.
difficult terrain for you, but you're... Leon, you're faster.
Hey, Leon.
Yeah.
Leon. Hey, Leon. Like, imagine tree. Like, we're moving.
Of course.
We're moving. Leon.
Leon, for those who are unaware, is a 7-foot-tall behemoth of a person. His legs are furred down to the, foot, and those feet, the human feet he might once have been replaced with these weird cloven hooves. He's jacked. He's carrying a just massive club, which seems to just be a broken tree trunk in a way, that he's using to, like, thrash the front path you guys are on. His eyes glow with an incandescent blue, and he refuses to make contact with any one of you. You pester him, saying his name multiple times, but you have not yet given him a question for him to actually react to.
Can we hear Chad trying to talk?
Oh yeah, you see Chad go like full fanboy mode right now.
I'm gonna scream, Leon! He's trying to talk to you!
He hasn't said anything yet.
Oh. Sorry, we're kind of like running. Tree, dodge. We're just... Anyway, I saw you in a spell, dream. You know me. At least at one point. Do you remember a baby guarded by a wolf in a bog?
There will be a second where Leon stops, letting Igor and Leishtung a moment to catch up with Chad, Leon, and probably Nathaniel right behind them, since he can bonus action sprint. As you all come to a standstill, Leon will just hold up one of his big meaty paws. I need all of you to give me a perception check right now.
Raid Team Luck. It's been a while, boys. Come on.
Let's do it. Oof.
That's not good.
Good start. Good start.
That's good. Okay.
Do we notice
I have a
Senpai?
plus on my perception and I always fucking roll shit. And what is this?
Chad is clearly, like, too hyper-focused on this guy. This is the one person who has a direct connection to his origin story. He does not give a shit about the rest of the world, clearly. Igor, you are drowning. Water is in your eyes. Algae is stinging your nostrils and mouth. God. It's such a stagnant, gross taste. You just begin to, like, hack and barf as you guys come to a standstill. Leishtung is like, just, you know, it's just the physical trial you're going through right now. You're unsure, but Nathaniel, you hear the slightest, faintest whisper on the there's no wind, there's no breeze at all here. You just hear this echoing, almost wailing sound coming from the woods somewhere in your front left direction.
Are we stopping for that wailing? Anyone else hearing that?
Shut up.
Whale?
What?
Shut up.
Whales?
Calm down. And then again, Nathaniel, you will hear this, like, just uncanny cry begin to shriek out.
Anyone? No one? No one's concerned? No one?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't hear anything.
It's
Leon,
so
you have
faint.
to hear that.
Of course.
Leon, I was a baby in a bog. Do you remember me?
We will speak once we are safe. Follow me. And he will begin to move you front right now, away from that wailing noise. Everyone, stick together, keep an eye on each other. Help the dwarf.
I'm gonna hold hands with Igor so he doesn't try.
Chad's counting heads, and for a minute is like, wait, where's Ebor? Oh, wait, he wasn't with us to begin with. Chad's like, wait a minute.
I'll take up the back.
Have we tried the communicators in here?
No,
Never mind.
not like
Now's
once.
probably not the time. But we
Yeah.
need to try and hit up
You
Ebor
should
when
follow
we're not,
Leon quietly.
You know, this is the second time Igor has gone away from us, and so what's going on with him?
Hope he's not trapped in a bathroom again.
Oh, that would be awful. It's
Wait,
gonna
that
miss
was
out.
Miros. And now Chad gets really sad.
You have an odd understanding of the word quiet, Leon points out as he begins to trot faster and faster, leading you guys with like a 30-foot pace or distance between your closest member to him, which is probably Chad. Soon you will go through a crazy-looking thicket, always tracking the back of Leon as he begins to just like jump, and it's very weird how he moves, Chad. You normally are like running super quick, pumping your legs. He's just doing these like bounds, almost like he's jumping a little bit more with every step. It's very just odd looking, and clearly it must be like some effective mode of transportation here in this like partially submerged terrain. But like every time you try to replicate it, because let's be real, Chad's going to try to replicate everything Leon is doing. You just feel the mud and the algae and the grossness beneath, probably this weird clay, just cling to you, stopping you from getting your feet above the surface. As you guys... True. As you guys run through this wood, John's going to roll his first encounter die. Ooh, that is a 15 or lower.
Oh, God.
No, those are good for you. I want high, you want low.
Okay.
You will hear, all of you now will begin to hear that wailing noise in the distance. It's curious, it's off-putting, it's clearly almost humanoid. It sounds so fake that it has to be real. There's a part of you that's just like, oh my god, that is so alien, what the fuck? And many of you are just like innately drawn to go and look for the origin of that noise, but fearing of getting separated or lost in this wood, I don't think anyone is dumb enough to break off from the rest of the party? Question mark? Igor, Leishtang, Chad, Nathaniel?
No, not this time.
Are we in survival mode?
If Leon weren't here, maybe. But
Sure.
I'm following Leon as closely as they'll let me.
Chad runs.
I'm just so impressed that he kicked someone through a building that I have to follow where he's going. I gotta know what he's about.
Yeah. Igor's like, this is the coolest man I've ever seen in my life. We have to follow this man with our lives.
I don't even know if it's appropriate to call him a man. Like, look at him.
You're right, he's a god.
The legend.
The monster house.
You follow, getting further and further away from the monster house, deeper and deeper into this bog. Eventually, the thicket will get more condensed, I suppose, and then eventually you'll begin to like actually go uphill, which is something you were not expecting for whatever. You're just surrounded by endless flat ground. If you look too far, you think you can see the horizon, but it just keeps going, this stupid endless swamp. The sun never goes down, even though you feel like you've been running for hours. Many of you are feeling extremely tired and exhausted, but none of you feel thirsty nor hungry in this time. Maybe it's the adrenaline. Maybe it's the magical aura that this Leon is exuding.
It's the bog water.
Maybe it's the bog water seeping into your pores, stealing your sweat. The land will begin
Keep pushing
to
from.
Why'd you just say stealing your
ascend.
sword? That's the nastiest way you could have put that.
It's because that's what's happening. You begin to climb uphill. The land sort of solidifies in a way, but it's still like icky mush. Like, the water seems to have seeped out, but it is like an intrinsic part of whatever soil you have found yourself in. It is very much like a lifeless clay, but every time you like stick your hand in it, just a few, millimeters, centimeters, Temer, centimeters. You stick it in, and moss just like begins to stick to your hand. It's gross. It feels like hard and crunchy at times, but then like soft and goopy at other times. This place is just weird and disturbing. And none of you, this entire time, have heard bird sign, crickets, insects. None of you find any leeches on your skin. There's nothing here.
Leon, how do you know where you're going?
Is it okay to be loud yet?
You just shout.
Can we talk?
He's like 70 feet in front of you.
Is it okay to be loud yet?
Yeah.
We save?
Not yet.
Where are we going?
Up.
Okay.
There's snacks.
No.
I have shorter questions.
You guys will ascend and ascend until you come to a copse of these dead trees that are more spread out in a ring around the crest of this hill. Here you will find just pure, dry moss. You have reached probably the highest point of this entire area, and you're maybe like 30 feet up, if we're doing like the fucking swamp level. If that's a thing we care about.
I always calculate for the swamp level, John.
Yeah, calculate for swamp level.
Oh, I have a question, John. Did you mention if we were like feeling fatigued after running all this way?
Yeah, you're feeling tired, but you're not feeling like hungry or thirsty.
Okay.
You clamber up to this not too small, but it's maybe like 10, 12 foot radial just area of like evened out land of just moss. And it's somewhat firm footing and dry, which is super nice because you look at your mud-caked limbs and it's just like gray goop attached to you, which, you intrinsically begin to like start wiping off to clear it, but then it gets on your hands and you're just like, there's no place that is clean here. And Leon, with his weird furry goat legs, just rolls with it. Now they're just muddy. And he takes a seat in the dead center, almost taking like a full quarter of the space as he sits down, and tells you, for now, you are safe. Ashley's spies cannot reach you.
Can we sit?
Who's Ashley?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Igor's gonna go try to sit on Leon's lap.
No. He just grabs your arms, turns you around, and puts you beside him.
Igor's just looking up at him.
Yeah, thanks for rescuing us from whatever that was. We had come through a briefcase, and one of our mage friends did not make it through, and we ended up in that house.
They
I
made
take a
it
seat
through.
across from Leon.
I promise you, they made it through.
They didn't make it through to where we were.
You were offset.
I understand.
One of you got into my house. You are connected to me, and he looks to Chad. You have said as much. The filtering process is arcane in nature.
Filtering?
Yes. Anyone who
Arcane?
tries to enter the tower now, they get
like Commandus?
sorted out. I didn't hear you, Devin.
I just said Psycho Mantis.
Yes.
That's a real asking question.
See your save file on Sonic Adventure 2.
Why don't you just turn off the power button? Here's this infinite ladder. Climb it.
Snake Eater.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So if we've ended up here, where is here? Is this an alternate dimension to the plane? The material plane?
What?
What?
This is the bog.
Look at Nathaniel. What the fuck are you on?
I don't know where we ended up. This isn't any place I've been before.
It is called the bog.
We're in a briefcase, man.
Yeah,
and
bog man.
Nathan, as you process this guy is just calling this place the bog. For some reason, your mind is for some reason, he's saying that in all capital letters.
It's the bog.
Aggressive.
The
Yeah, bog. B-O-G. Not a bog. Not a fen. Not a mire. Not a swamp. The bog.
The bog.
Yeah.
Well, then, the bog has nothing else living in it but you, and...
No. There are creatures.
There's a tower, right?
What?
I don't know. I'm just saying stuff that I know about you.
Can you sit down?
Wait, so the tower, that's the guy who tried to, take our memory away. He's from the tower, right?
Yes.
Chad.
Yeah, he mentioned something about Ashley or whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
Miles is her chief enforcer. That is who you met, and that is the one I kicked into my house.
Very
Look
impressive,
like a
by
little
the way.
bitch, yeah. That was sick.
When you can kick at the speed of sound, it's kind of hard to defend.
You'll have to teach me.
What? Is our friend safe? Is he okay?
That's a speed.
Your wizard friend is probably being brainwashed as we speak.
Oh, shit.
Ashley has this habit of collecting things she wants and likes. And her current fixation is on wizards now that everything's going to hell in the material world as your... Now he just points at Nathan. What is your name?
Nathaniel. Or Nathan.
As your Nathaniel has said.
So we have to save him, right?
Yeah, our mission is to get the wizards out of there.
Yeah.
That will be an arduous task for you four.
I mean, that sounds about par for what we have to do normally.
Yeah.
He just stares. He's not once made eye contact with any of you. He's just looking out towards the trees as though he's just perceiving you in his periphery, almost like a horse does. Or they don't really look at you specifically. It's just you're there and they're just taking in the sights. He has human eyes and they're front facing, but clearly he's just not wanting to look at any of you directly in the face.
Chad would chime back in. Leon, how did you come across me as a child? How are we linked? How did we all end up to here? What do you know?
Yeah, what's up with the bog baby? Chad, you didn't never tell us about that.
Yeah, you never told us you were a bog baby.
I didn't think we would run into anyone besides Ozark from that vision that I had. This is wild to me. I'll tell you all about the entirety of it soon.
Okay.
Or maybe Leon will fill us in on all the blanks.
Leon thinks for a moment. How long ago was that? I guess it doesn't matter.
Probably about 30 years, Chad says.
He just, like, squints his eyes in a direction. And then, like, looks at the sky. Time is a fucky concept here. It could have been 2 days ago. Could have been much longer than that. I think you were... Which one were you? The wolf?
Yeah. A wolf was guarding me.
Yeah.
Or so you said in the vision. You brought me to a witch who runs a store.
Yes.
Someone said Ozark will handle it.
Yeah. I don't remember the exact words or phrases. I have a deal with the bog wizard, or that I know as Ozark, I believe. Quite convenient
Ozark
of a name.
from the bog?
I don't know if he's from here, but I've dug some of his little creations out. Or perhaps his backups. Sometimes they will spawn, work their way through the muck, and then fall through the world. You... And he, like, gestures towards Chad, but never, like, looks directly at him. Yes, the wolf. I don't know why it was here, but it had showed up. I don't remember if it was carrying you or just circling around you.
Chad thinks for a moment, furrows his brow, and says something to him. Wait, wolf as in the wolf? As in the deer?
No,
Like,
no.
No?
I know that one.
Is it big and bad?
I have follow-up questions for the deer later, but please continue.
I need time to think. I'm sure this is very important to you, and I don't want to misspeak or give the wrong impression.
I mean, we're not doing anything. You said
You're
we're
right.
safe.
He leans back into the grass and just rests his hands, or the moss, not the grass. There's no grass here. Rests his hands on his stomach. The club, this heavy tree trunk that he's, like, fashioned a grip, probably from just, like, grinding it with his fist, sits beside him. Leon's eyes close. His little antler things just sort of go stagnant. And he apparently just falls asleep right then and there.
I look at the party. Do we...
It's at this point that Chad would catch everyone up on the vision that happened with the spell. For our viewers at home who haven't watched the YouTubes that John is frantically uploading, Chad touched a book, a rune, a mote. What was that thing?
Who
It's a
knows?
book, right? It had a spell. Let me ask any question I wanted to know about my past. And we're here now with the man in the vision.
Well, that is cool, Chad.
So, the lady from the shop was in your dream?
Yeah, that was weird.
Okay.
Hmm.
Was that an Ozark simulacrum? Do you think?
Who was in Ozark Simulacrum?
The lady. I mean, he said Ozark's little thingies. I assume he's talking about simulacrums come from.
Yeah.
Didn't
I mean,
Ozark
other people
throw
can work for Ozark.
Didn't Ozark throw a whole bunch of simulacrum in here to test it?
Into
yeah.
the briefcase.
They had to go somewhere, right?
Well, yeah.
They got
we're in the
destroyed.
briefcase.
I mean, that he didn't say Leon destroyed them. He just said he lost contact with them and they were destroyed. Either
Oh,
way,
maybe it's Ashley's fault because that's her bags. right?
Mm.
He said they sort people out somehow.
So we gotta free these
Maybe
pages
certain
though,
wizards are
right?
banned or just objects are destroyed since they're not real people. You know?
Chad looks to Igor. At this point, I think we have to save ourselves before we save any wizards, because right now there's no wizards. It's
Well,
us.
I mean, Ebor.
We'll get
He's
to Igor. Guys, do
yeah,
we
he's
want to
with
try
the
this
wizards.
communicator? Like, he can't be that far? I don't know. I don't know where the hell we are. No one's
Yeah,
answered
fire it
that
up.
question for real yet.
I mean,
Try
if you
look.
would like me to go get Ozark, I have the Rune of Return. But I don't think we want to do that yet, as we have a
Well,
bunch of
yeah.
other for Leon, and I've been
I don't know if you come
taking
back
notes.
here. Yeah. The only one who might be able to return is Chad. Because
But you wouldn't be able to return here. You'd have to hike out from wherever, and you would probably get lost coming back. The only thing that would get you to
Yeah.
come back is probably a teleportation spell from Ozark.
Yeah, and that guy's an asshole, so I doubt we're getting one of those for free.
Right.
Plus, he probably has magic missile prepared instead. So
Yeah.
Yeah, these are my thoughts on all of this.
anyway, we're cool with this Leon guy, right? The other guy seemed like he wanted to kill us and wipe our brains.
Yeah, this guy seems a lot cooler.
All right.
I wasn't down with the whole memory wiping thing.
Yeah,
Good.
fuck that.
If not, we're here now, so whatever. Move on, I guess.
Do we also take a nap?
I
He said it's
guess.
safe, and he's asleep. And
I'm
whatever was dangerous, probably dangerous to him as well if he wanted to get away from it. So
Yeah.
probably good, right?
I'm not a little nappy.
Chad says I'll rest later. My mind's racing. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep.
Yeah, this is a little much.
I'll keep.
I just keep having more and more questions as we see more and more things down this rabbit hole that we have gone.
I'm gonna go prod at the deer man's big antlers. So you guys ponder
Don't.
about
Well,
whatever.
I like put my arm in front of you and do not. He clearly did not want to be touched.
He kicked that other guy through a fucking wall.
Yeah,
And
he kicked him.
And enamored.
You can be enamored with your eyes.
I'll miss you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think you want to die on this hill.
I don't even think it's a hill.
Seems nice. I don't think he can't kick me if I'm next to his head, right?
You okay?
He will.
Chad takes two
pick
steps
you
back.
up.
Big steps back.
Chad begins to descend the mossy hill. Just a little bit.
I'm gonna stay within the ring because that seems important. But I'm definitely like thinking about peeking around a tree. Like, I don't want to get kicked. I don't want to be debris. I don't want to have to use Lei Stung as a projectile and throw it back at himself. Like, I'm not about this life. But I kind of want to see Lei Stung touch it, so I'm stepping back.
A good touch. I'm gonna
Little
sneak my way up to him. I'll go do one of these little numbers.
Yeah, do a
Just on
quick perception check.
My big toe.
Just do a quick. Maybe he's pretending to be asleep, CK.
Oh, remember
Yeah.
the last time we tickled something?
Oh no.
You know,
Hey,
Lei
yeah,
Stung,
hey.
you're like approaching, you're like getting ready to do your lunges, and you're doing the felting thing, and you like lean over his face, and his eyes just sort of blink open for like maybe a quarter of a second. And I need you to make the best wisdom saving throw of your life. Give me a natural 20.
All right. Uh-oh.
Easy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, all of you just watch Lei Stung just sort of like collapse backwards and just like and begin to like roll down the hill a little bit.
I put myself in front of I catch up with him to stop him from rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
Well, this is the find out part of fucking around. So, sorry about that, Leon.
You all are very loud.
Kinda.
I even talked.
No, you're unconscious.
Sounds like you're out.
You are full status, HP is fine, but you are unconscious. As if a sleep spell has just, like, taken you out.
Guys, come on. Me and Leon are trying to sleep. Isn't that right, Leon?
Don't make me look at you.
More meditating than such. I see that Lei Stung is stable on the hill here, and I go back and sit down and meditate along with Leon.
You all can do this, except for Chad if he just wants to be amped and, like, nosy, I guess, and just on alert.
Chad will sit down, but he wants to know. He's so close to knowing something about himself.
True. Okay. You may all benefit from a short rest if you need one. Time will pass. The sun, if there is a sun, will not go down. Won't even move. You see no celestial bodies. You just see this motionless, oppressive gray mist, cloud, fog above you. Eventually, Leon will sit up, Undertaker style, jolting anyone near him, just at the movement. And then he will speak. What is your name, baby boy?
I go by Chad. I don't know my name. That's what brought me to the vision that brought me to you. It was me trying to find out my name.
Well, Chad, I have thought, meditated upon my past. Our very brief interaction was... I found you close to a fen, where it was mostly water. In the middle of that water was the wolf, or a wolf. Like a big wolf. Probably close to, like, slightly above the size of a dire wolf, if those things are still kicking. And you were on top of it, and the skinwalkers were surrounding you. And I threw out log, scattered the skinwalkers, and then went to see what was up with this animal and the baby. The wolf dematerialized immediately, which was a concern, but thinking back on it, it makes a little bit more sense now. And then I was left with the responsibility of getting you where you needed to be. I didn't know where that was at first. So I had to go to a shop owner. She lives somewhat close to here. Kind of, not really, but... What is distance? He just mutters to himself for a second. And then from there, she reminded me what I do when I find people in my swamp, which is give them to the swamp wizard. And then he gives me something. I'm forgetting what I get. It must be stupid trinkets or wizard shit.
Do you still have this arrangement with the bog wizard?
I think. Unless
So
he's changed.
Are we being exchanged right now for stuff?
No. You are a freebie. I hope that solves some aspect of your questions.
Not at all, but at this rate, I
You're
don't think I...
giving us to the bog wizard right now?
No. Why would I do that?
I thought that's what you just said. I'm so confused.
I didn't find you in the bog. I found you in my house.
Oh, true.
Oh,
So-
well,
What now?
where are we going?
I'm thinking. You want your wizard friend back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would start a fight.
I like
Always.
fights.
He nods.
The enemy of your enemy is your friend, so if we all
No,
Go
that's
after
not
the
how
tower?
that works. So here's what I want. Ashley, the stewardess of the Golden Tower, has stolen some things from me or a past self of mine. But I don't know if they know that. But I know that. Anyway, I need to throw a log at her and beat her little image to death. I know I need to do that and get into, like, the back halls. You need to collect your wizard friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Preferably.
Okay. I'm a good distraction. But there's about 60 to 70 of those Miles guys, or people like him, that are really hard to kill. And I mean, like, I can't kill them. That's how hard they are to kill. I can disassemble them and shatter their body, but they'll come back after a little while. They're like kind of immortal, kind of not. It's weird. I don't like it when my enemies keep coming back to life. It's kind of like, why? I killed you. Can't you stay dead? And it makes sense, you know, like you're living and then I kill you, so you die. But then you don't die, as if I didn't kill you. It's super weird.
You speak gospel, man.
Yeah. It's all about balance, you know? You're living, you get killed, you die.
It's about power. It's about drive.
Yeah.
We devour.
What do you devour?
So,
I mean, that's the one that's asleep. He talks in his sleep.
Okay. He should have woken up by now.
Memes are too hard.
Anyway.
What do you... Can I ask about Ashley? Like, why are they such a dickhead?
Yeah.
What's the point of that? Are they powerful?
It's a long story. I mean, we have all the time in this place. And even time in other places. Since time doesn't like being here, but...
Chad has a sudden moment of clarity and turns to the group and says, guys, no one can hear us in here, right?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Like, I know, Leon, but we get scryed on fairly regularly. Does that work in here? Wherever here is?
No. My scryer, when I had a scryer, couldn't scry in here.
Guys, we need to talk shit about the tyrant right now.
Whoa!
This is the only time we can speak openly and freely here.
I don't know if you remember, about maybe 3 years ago, you know, not too long ago, we almost got by fucking Spirit Beast, and he came in and shoot him away. I don't know about this talking shit.
He's super duper strong. Not saying he's not gonna scare away some fucking Spirit Beasts. But are you not getting kind of sketched out of what we're being sent off to do?
It is kind of weird where he's like, oh yeah, I need these people in my thing, so like I can feed off them and I become more powerful the more I feed. Like,
yeah.
is he like a social
but all the
Oh, that's
done
like
so far
Ashley.
has been...
You've got another Ashley, huh?
But he's like Ashley?
Yeah, she eats magic or something. She's like connected to the hub of all the ley lines in the world. Is he like that? Does he just eat magic?
He absorbs something. It's all kind of, I don't know, it's magic, man.
He's very vague, yeah.
I mean, but as far as I can tell, he seems like a good guy. He's only sent us out to help people.
Yeah.
His best friend is Ozark, and Ozark's a fucking asshole.
That's true. Well, it does. I don't know about best friend. It seems like they just kind of use each other.
Yeah.
I thought they
That
were like
seems healthy.
partners. Like,
Yeah.
in terms
The
of like...
strongest wizard on the continent, and the strongest whatever the hell tyrant is. Let's not even begin to talk about this fucking bodyguard, but we'll save that for another day.
He one-shot me.
Yeah. Get wrecked,
was
nerd.
scary.
Like, these are some powerful ass people. I don't know.
Well, it's a good
man.
thing we're on their side then, am I right?
Yeah. But, like, what's it gonna take? Right?
I mean,
How many more times are we gonna be able to fuck this up and get infested by demons before Ty just ends us? or Ozark magic missiles us into fucking oblivion because we're no longer useful.
I don't know.
You guys-
I feel like the tyrant's starting to like us because otherwise he probably would have got rid of us a long time ago. Let's be real. He has to have a soft spot somewhere.
I mean, after you did get possessed by Jerome, he kind of just let you go about the
Yeah.
world. So
After I got possessed by Jerome, he was just like, "All right, now everything
do
these
the
guys
thing."
get possessed by is not as bad."
Nate, what do you think about all this?
It's all very interesting. I didn't understand that people did not like Tyrant. I like
I'm
Tyrant. I think he's fine. He saved Tolst, my family, my everything. With that aside, there will always be more powerful people than you. That is always a problem. Right now, we are mired in a major conflict. It sounds like there is multiple problems and there are multiple facets, and it's hard to see which way we should move forward. I appreciate Leon for saving
begins
us.
to laugh. He said mire. We're in a bog.
Yeah.
did say Maya.
It's quite humorous.
Yeah, the solution may not be straightforward. One, we know that Ebor is likely in the Golden Tower due to the filtering that has happened. Two, this is the bog. Thank you very much, Leon.
You're
and
welcome.
three, it sounds like whatever this all comes down to is that, like, if we take out Ashley, does that give Ozark free reign over all of the magicians, or is there some sort of a balancing act that is happening here between Ozark and Ashley?
No.
What?
I don't know who this Ozark is. I assume you do, because you keep saying
He's a bog wizard.
a synonym for
No,
the
he's
swamp.
a lich wizard.
Yeah.
He could be both, right? There are many swamp-based wizards in this world. Well, not in this world, but in the world. I don't know which one you're referring to. This is somewhat confusing for me.
Wait.
Uh,
Why don't we make this simple? We want Ebor back. Leon wants to kick the shit out of the people in the tower, which will make a good distraction for getting Ebor back. So why don't we just let him do that and get Ebor back while he does it?
I don't want to be slowed down by all of the bodyguards.
So we can
can take, like, 30 to 40, 50 if I want to sweat, but getting to
I
actually...
have a friend that'll help us. Here, I'll introduce him, and I'll start summoning Bam Bam.
Chad says, not now. No.
Oh, shit.
No.
Okay.
Igor,
Why
you
not?
try to channel the spirit that follows you in your shadow, and you find it's not there.
Did I lose a spell slot?
No? I don't think so.
Okay.
But Bam Bam's not able to get here, apparently.
Guys, Bam Bam, he's not here.
Yeah, do you see your own shadow? There's barely any of it. Point down to your feet.
Bam Bam always, like, every time I channel him, he usually shows up, especially for blood and battle. That's like his favorite thing.
Well, if there are bodyguards there, I don't think the four of us will put up much fight against mages. This is a fight that is out of our league.
The brainwashed wizards would be hard to deal with, too. Especially if you can't use magic, unless you're working with Ashley in there.
Hey, Igor, you still got that hand grenade?
Do.
We've got a grenade. That'll provide, at the very least, a small explosion. Distraction.
Do you have friends? You talk
Chad
of this tyrant.
laughs, interrupting Leon. Sorry. What? Friends? No.
Oh.
Nah. People don't like us.
There is...
Mm.
If you were going to raid the tower, there is whatever the support Tyrant could give.
I would like to know more about this tyrant character. Because this one, and he points to Chad, is seemingly afraid of him. And then you three seem to be smitten.
He's a pretty cool dude.
He's a super cool guy. He's super powerful from anything we know. He's like...
I'm wary of him.
Magical as shit.
But, yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe he could assist then.
Also, if you can create a way into the tower, that would be probably all the assistance that they would want and be looking for.
I can do.
And then
such
we could
a thing.
raid. Then we could raid from there.
It would be through a back entrance, though, and it makes me rather predictable when I arrive.
Yeah, but what if you weren't the first one to arrive?
Then you would, but whoever would probably be torn asunder.
Gotcha. Well,
I think we could handle this if we have him go first.
I don't think that's true. If he is, what he is saying is that there are mages there, there are other things there. We would want to talk to Ozark and Tyrant to see what they would want to send. Unless we have major anti-magic fields of some kind to protect us, I think it's a wash for them to take care of us.
So, while I agree we wouldn't be able to fight all those things, the whole point is that Leon here is going to distract them all, isn't it? And that way we just have to deal with the few runoff that aren't dealing with the giant Leon.
My problem is that I doubt any of you can withstand Ashley's arcane barrages. If not, you would fall victim to her enchantments. And if not that, you would not be able to penetrate her bulwarks. And if not that, she would turn you into a rat. And if she doesn't do that, she would conjure more fucking things to fight you. And if not that, she would stop time on you. I can ignore most of that. But the little guys will get in my way and stop me from doing that. I would like to go fight her specifically rather than the little guys.
So we have to fight the little guys.
Or we have to get Ashley to leave her tower.
That's impossible.
Impossible?
She can't leave.
Oh, wizard shit. Okay.
So we have to fight the little guys.
Preferably. Or at least distract them. You have a grenade, you said. Could you produce more? If you throw several into her rec room, she might get distracted for a little while.
Do you have a way to replicate a thing we have?
No.
I think we have one.
We have one.
How hard is it to make a grenade? What about a bomb?
I mean, it is a small bomb.
Yeah, I'll show him it.
Yeah. You show it to him. He'll, like, kind of reach, but not look at it, so it's kind of, like, weird to, like, reach for the stick grenade you have.
I'll just ever so slightly mess with him and just, like, move it an inch every now and then.
You mess with Leon. He touches it.
You almost got a little bit to the left.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Up a little bit. Okay. Oh, ooh.
He grabs your fucking head. It's like, I have found it, he says, and begins to, like, start to lift.
Oh, that's me.
Yes, we do have a grenade here, but if you're able to teleport in and we are able to have access to, like, how much can you take with you? What is the process to teleport into the tower?
I don't teleport. I walk a path.
Same.
All you'd have to do is follow behind me.
Okay. Interesting. Well, we were given I was given a rune of recall before we left, and
what is that?
It will take me back to where I came from, which is Tolst.
He nods.
If I don't know how I would get back to you all, but if you would like me to go back and give this information to Tyrant and to Ozark, I would be fine to do that.
Have you ever heard of splitting the party as a death sentence for the one who goes alone?
Well, that, and also if you go, I
I
don't think you can get
separated
back
from
here.
my friends for 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
then they were
All right.
all gone by the time I got back.
The only one who might be able to come back is Chad. Everyone else wouldn't be able to, because the only reason we got sent to the cabin is because Chad was with us. Otherwise, we would have been spit out.
Yeah. All right. So that's right out. Love that. And so we should head that way then. Is there any enchantments or additional gear that you have that you would be able to bestow upon us for this operation?
He begins to, eye a certain part of the copse. You all see this great hesitation. There are some things which naturally corrupt magic. It is a unnatural ancient art that, and he points one specific area those creatures utilize. They could potentially mess with something. Most spells,
So
as long as they're not too
what,
powerful.
lead the creatures to the mages?
The
then?
whaling creatures?
Yes, the skinwalkers. That is what I like to call them.
So will we lead them to the mages, or can we
No.
communicate with them? Or?
They're too afraid. But they leave trinkets and baubles to impress or appease me, as though I am a replacement for their master. We could, in theory, load up on those, throw them at wizards, hope it fucks with their concentration. I'm not going to lie. I usually sort of just brute force my way through all obstacles, and it tends to work out.
No way, us too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aren't we just two peas in a pod?
2 sticks in a ball.
If those would be able to be compatible with arrows, I would be able to shoot them at the mages that we would encounter.
Wouldn't you just throw them instead?
Not very good at throwing.
I can throw 'em.
I can.
Yeah, me, Igor, and Chad can all throw them. We'll be fine.
There's a shrug.
Leon, not to be rude, but I've been wondering this. What exactly are you, by the way? You seem really nice and all. I'd just like to know a little bit more about you.
Leon. What's my last name? I had a last name. I guess it doesn't matter. I am a human godling. My boss is a two-headed, singular-bodied moose. Or deer.
The deer?
Yes, the deer.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
I am employed to do his bidding in exchange for certain favors, which tend to backfire, but, you know, not all of us
After
can
this
be
whole
omniscient.
rescuing Ebor thing, do you think we can meet the deer?
You would gain nothing from that meeting, except pain and heartbreak.
Not true.
No, I promise you.
The fairy has a piece of my spine.
Oh. Well, aren't we just two peas in a pod?
No
And
way.
he
you
laughed.
What?
No,
Did
he
you try
didn't.
tickling him?
He didn't take my spine. I beat his ass. He just starts fucking laughing. Oh, that's a trip down memory lane. I must have been 17? Fuck, I'm old. That was a good couple of weeks.
You fought that thing for weeks?
Oh, it was kind of like a hunt.
Huh.
See, my father, when I was but a mortal man such as yourself, he got into like a cult, or he was raised in a cult that were like worshipping a pagan god, which the fairy was disguising itself as to get through the veil and get back at all the humans that it loved to eat, or twist, or fuck with, and make meat puppets out of. And he just like moves his hand like, ooh, marionette. It was great fun when it materialized in my father's basement, when I got led there as a trap. It was like a weird trap. I don't know what the guy was thinking, to be honest. Like, what was his end game? It was like an escaped convict out of prison, and then he like shot his friend, who was like doing the weird ritual to summon this thing.
What the hell?
And then, you know, like, it materialized and was trying to eat my girlfriend, and we were like, you know, we were just going out on a date. We thought we were gonna murder 2 people because, you know, we're just gonna walk into a trap, because what can 2 mortal people do to us? He just laughs at that. But then the fairy showed up and sort of, like, ruined it. Because he, like, cut her carotid artery with, like, weird mindfucky bullshit. I didn't know what I was hitting at the time, so I didn't really get any good hits in. It was just a mess, man. Oh, but it was fun. We got to learn a lot about each other after that. I realized I made some very bad assumptions about our relationship, and she was also, like, manipulating me because she wanted my physical strength, and I was lonely. So, like, we got to know each other a lot. It was a good experience overall, and then I beat it into mush until it was nothing, but apparently it's back now. Okay, that's kind of... See, that's another thing. And you kill something, it's supposed to be dead, and then it comes back. I'm really getting sick of this. This stupid cyclic... Oh! You see, like, agitation for a moment.
So about those trinkets... Oh, go ahead.
Do you know of counterbalances, Leon?
Yeah, I work for the deer. He's the balance. Yeah.
What? So the deer and the fairy are perfect opposites, then, right?
No. Oh. No, gosh, no. The fairy wants to think that, though.
The bear is not even compared to the deer.
Nothing. No, he's just some little dude who just, like, ate a bunch of, like, fame and got big off, like, mortal fear.
Oh, okay.
Specifically,
he's, like,
like,
hiding
human
in a crystal
fear.
underground somewhere.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking surprise me. He's a little coward. If he materialized, I'd fucking just show up and beat his ass, too. Oh, man.
Do you wanna?
It's on the
I'll lead
to-do
you right
list.
to him.
Wait, hold on. That's not a good idea right now. We kind of have...
Yeah, one thing
We have
Yeah,
many
wait.
irons in the fire right now.
Yeah.
We should
If
focus
he's
on
hiding,
what
yeah. It's kind
yeah,
of
what
rude.
trinkets can we get before we head out?
Follow me. Let's go meet the neighbors, he says. Not too thrilled. Just don't get separated or go off away from one another. They might allure you, and although you seem powerful and strong to fight several of them at once, they do cut rather deep into your flesh. Follow me, Leon
Okay.
I follow.
dispassionately says almost.
Chad's
Uh,
following too.
You guys start descending this little hill. You'll get about, like, 50 feet down and away from it when you come to a broken down tree that has clearly been, like, carved by some kind of bone tool. What you see is a singular, terrible effigy of, like, just a deer head that's just, like, attached to the trunk, then it, like, falls underwater mostly. And on this, like, weird effigy's antler branches there are these little sinew wooden tormented faces and charms of just grotesque grossness. All of you just feel this immediate, like, twisting in your gut, and just the unnatural art before you is rather gross. Leon points at these tokens, these amulets, these charms. This is... It affects magic.
Can I test it out?
I don't care.
I'll just try casting like a Cure Light Wounds when I'm holding one or something.
Yeah. You cast a Cure Light Wounds. John's looking at... Let me look my notes. There should be a percentage chance to fail. I need you to roll me a 1d100. And if it's just the one, 90 up would fail. Oh, perfect! Yeah, there you go. Your Cure Light Wounds does not go off. You feel the
Seems like it
magic
works,
fizzle and get absorbed.
How does it work? Nothing happened.
Yeah, I cast a spell and nothing happened, so I think it works, guys.
Math checks out.
Yeah.
How many trinkets are there when I look around, John?
Oh! Rip, I lost the dice. 13 in total.
So we should split these up, right?
You should be careful not to keep too many on you. It'll start fucking with your guts. It will literally twist your guts.
Oh, that's that feeling I'm feeling.
Yes, or neck, or joints, or whatever. It'll do bodily harm to you.
Yeah,
If we
most
each carry 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4 per person.
Is 3 or 4 too much for?
Who will carry 4 and the rest will carry 3?
It will be based off your Constitution score. Or not score, but modifier. So, the
I
more...
14.
Same.
So, +2.
Yeah.
You can have 2
15.
of these charms before it starts fucking with you.
Okay, I'll carry 2 then.
I'll grab 2.
Take 2. What's
What are
called
these things?
your charms?
I just put anti-magic charms.
Yeah. Oh. Be careful. They're imbued with corruption.
So
What's the weight?
Negligible. They're just wooden little trinkets. Grotesque objects. One depicts a murder. It's just super weird. I don't recommend keeping these on for long. Put them in lead or burn them when you're done with them.
Okay.
like point at wizard, chuck and throw, something like that.
Eventually. Or just keep them on you and hope they'll affect the magic that's being thrown your way.
Chuck and throw sounds better.
So, am I leading you out of the bog?
Yeah, I believe we have prepared everything we can.
And where are you wanting to go?
Chad says, hang on, the general goods store, how far away is that? Guys, we can stock up before we go one more time.
Shopping!
Shopping.
Is that store available, Leon? Is the witch around?
She always is, but always isn't.
Oh, like a clock.
Yes. Exactly like a clock.
How'd you know?
I can show you to the hamlet if you want, but I can't guarantee anything will be there.
Yeah, let's do that before we go to the tower.
One last stop, boys. One quick shopping trip before our next to last to potential
Inevitable
final grade?
demise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Then
Sounds
let's
good.
go. And he will start trudging through the bog. And with that, we're going to take our first break as Jongu makes himself another drink. And when we come back, we will go to the hamlet between realms. See you guys here in a bit. Woo! We are back, everybody. Hello. Welcome back. You guys go through the bog, and you will see some of the creatures that Leon was referring to. You are wearing their charms, and that seems to embolden these entities. These pale-skinned, gray-fleshed, hairless entirely, malformed skinwalkers.
Zambies?
Not zombies, no. They are more akin to, like, gnarled tree branches and bark than flesh and bone. They seem to, like, blend in perfectly with the clay that clings to your feet currently. And as you all walk and trudge through the mud, Leon's presence more or less deters them entirely. And this is mostly due to the fact that the first one Leon spots, he literally just throws his club at it and just obliterates it from the waist up. It doesn't bleed, it doesn't have blood, it turns into like this weird gooey paste, and then it's just fucking smashed and smushed in the rest of the forest. The others let out this like terrible, just wailing screech as they begin to flee and blend in with their surroundings. These ambush predators you see trail you, or maybe you just pass through their territories, or... It's hard to say. But there's a lot of them.
Damn, Leon, how'd you get so strong? You were mortal like us. What the fuck?
Yeah. Say, I was a really lonely kid, and was super idealistic. And then, once the deer appeared in my normal everyday life, I more or less jumped at the chance of having a magical adventure, and then I sold my entirety to it before I knew it.
And that's how you became a godling?
Mm-hmm. It had need of me. It didn't think I would give so much so willingly. And then it bestowed upon me equal power, because that's how the balance thing works, where if you give, you get. I'm sure you've heard the phrase, gifts beget gifts.
Yeah, I think
No,
I've heard that
maybe
before.
not. It's a fucking
Never heard
meme
it.
for spellcasters. You get what you give, maybe?
That one. That's the one.
Okay. That's the more one I'm familiar
Wait.
with, too. But you seem knowledgeable in magic. He just, like, picks up a branch and just fucking hurls it in a random part of the woods. You will just hear another screeching noise, blow out your headphones and eardrums.
Look. To be frank with you, Leon, I don't know dog shit about magic, except that everyone who's a good guy or a bad guy with a lot of power is usually magical.
Yeah.
And it seems like, you know, and I've learned this recently, it seems like kind of fucked, don't you think?
What is?
That, I mean, all these people with all these crazy ass powers, and they're just like, kind of like using it in like super like petty ways. And it's
I
like
think more
we have
people
like
like
bigger
you,
problems going on right now. I don't
So
understand.
You called yourself a godling,
Yeah.
and you pledged yourself to the deer.
Mm.
Who
Back then,
pledged them-
everyone thought it was a god. It was called, like, the deer god. Ashley wrote a, like, a fan fiction of our lives at the time, and she called it The Deer God and the Golden Tower. Even though
Oh
she
wow,
was...
the Golden Tower's been around for a long time then. Sounds
Oh
like.
yeah, it's been around for... Whenever sharks first existed, that's when it existed.
Oh good.
Perhaps
Specific.
before. That's the farthest I was able to, like, look into.
How old
He
are
walks.
You?
What?
How old are you, Leon? What's the earliest you remember?
I remember people going to the moon. like physically going there. But now I'm wondering if that was all mirage. Because I lived in the age, as the witch puts it, of the veil, which turns out was just a big, like, illusion that a bunch of spellcasters and gods and deities and foul abominations and other extraplanar creatures all grouped up together to, like, throw onto the mortal races who weren't magic dependent, and then trap them in, like, a fourth of the entire world so that the rest of the world could heal. Because it was so devastated by constant magical fuckery. They just needed time to just not deal with humans tapping into magic. So I lived during that time as a regular guy. But shit kept going wrong. Like, magical beasts would break through, or the fairy would try to infiltrate a few thousand times, or random threat, shark this, T-Rex, meteor, island turtle, volcanic eruptions, like, do you see where I'm getting at? Like, things kept happening, and then other things would move to stop those things. The deer was one of those things, or maybe it was it was just a very fucked time, and it ended really badly. Because it was just chaos, no one knew what was going on, the veil was split at some parts, the foul ones just invaded in flying fortresses.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like wizards have been, like, the problem for a long time.
It's everyone plays a part in it.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not a liar, I don't like wizards. I actually revile most of the ones I've ever met. But there are some which are benign. I knew this one named Sylvester, and he only printed money. That was his entire magic. Where he was trapped in the veil with us too. So, like, the wizards I knew were like a quarter of the powerful ones out today. Or back in the olden days. So these guys only had, like, one thing they could, like, really do. So, like, wizards now can, like, sing a song and get magical defenses and throw a fireball. While, like, back in my time, you had to specialize in, like, one of those things. So.
So, I'm imagining the world's still off kilter.
Oh yeah, they played hell, but also the tower, since it didn't interact with the veil at all, wizards would go into that. And they'd, like, interact with the steward, who they thought was, like, a human god. Like an actual god. Like Zeus. Or Caesar. Or Julius. I don't know. But it was just an awful time. Because the stewards had incentive to keep the wizards, like, into their group, and they'd help them unlock more magic than they should have, which deteriorated the magic that was keeping us inside, so that the world would heal. So then other creatures from outside the veil would come in to try to stop that, but then the wizards were too powerful, it thought. And then the godlings showed up because the balance of power was getting crazy. And I was one of those godlings. There were a couple others as well, but...
Leon, are you aware that an angel has appeared recently?
What kind of angel we talking? Like, 18 eyes, 17 halos, a billion wings? Or are we talking about, like, you know, a trombone playing winged human?
Chad would recount details from the after-action report in Destry to Leon, as best as his knowledge would recall. I think it was just an angel, right?
Yeah, it was a lady with a fire sword.
Yeah.
So when the veil fell, like, it collapsed. When, the Demon Lord, or the Foul One, known as Madness, showed up. I learned about all this, like, after the fact, because I was trapped in here, like, when that was going down. So when the veil fell, I lost my ability to get out. And then I tried going through the tower, but when the veil fell, Ashley decided to go full mask off moment on us. Reveal that she had kidnapped all of my friends, was going to kill my girlfriend, or fiance, or wife, I'm not sure what our relationship was at that time. But either way, and she just went full schizo mode on me, seemingly out of left field, because I had trusted her, you know, I made her the stewardess, for fuck's sake. He picks up, like, just, like, a bunch of mud and just hurls it. And, like, one of those, like, screeching things none of you really saw because you're too invested in this stupid story. It's just like, ah! And just starts, like, scampering into the swamp some more. Like, get out of here! Get! I don't want to obliterate them all. It's just bullying at one point.
Seems like
Yeah,
a
it
fun
seems like
pastime.
it sounds like you have had quite the adventure, the magical adventure that you wanted to have. And it seems like you have some more to come.
Not really. Because once the veil fell, time got super fucky here. And then I started to see past versions and future versions of myself, which I had to fight and beat to prove that I was the real Leon. And that fucked with my mind for quite some time. Because each one of them were backed by their own version of the deer which was backing me up. So it was a battle royale of me to find out who epitomized the balance the best. Have you ever seen the movie The One with Jet Li? That was my life.
What the fuck?
God damn. Wait,
Alright.
so you're like this, like,
I don't
guardian
know if
peacekeeper
that
on the
was an
behalf of the thing.
illusion, or if I was being fucked with by my master to kill time, but it was not fun at all. I don't recommend it at all.
You would say
Please.
time didn't fly.
It didn't. It
So
still
why?
doesn't.
So now we're going to get revenge on Ashley for killing your girlfriend and your friends, right?
Oh, she didn't kill him. Because she knew I'd go full, like, catatonic and sad. So, like, you can only hold yourself hostage once, and that was the only time I did it. So I convinced her to, like, freeze them, or, like, arcane stasis them. But now, you know, she's like, come be my dear boy, oh Munchkin who I love, and I will be your new master. And I'm like, not into that. And it was just like a delaying tactic that has now also backfired.
So, are you gonna free your friends when we free ours? After
Yeah,
you beat
that's the
Ashley
plan.
Topol?
Mm.
Sick.
Wait, I have more questions. It's so you're like this whole like balance keeping guardian stuck in here.
Yeah,
right?
kind of.
If we were to find the deer, could the deer break you out? Does it have the power to
Oh,
free
I can
you?
leave the bog whenever I want.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where we're going right now. I have no place in the current world as it is.
but you're like
I show up when I'm needed and then fade away. I'm a ghost. And then you're like, ooh.
I thought goblins
the
were supposed to
Zoid
help
work?
the world stay together.
We do. Well, I do. I don't know if there are any others left.
Could we contact you when we go back?
Yeah, if we need you for something, like some bad
Probably
shit goes
not.
down.
Whenever I'm needed, the deer points it out to me.
Wait, so could we technically become godlings?
Yeah, if you serve
Yeah.
the deer, who serves you?
Well, there's like a rule where they'll only have one. Kind of. Sometimes there are like... So you have like your godling, right? Which is the one you're infusing power into. And then that godling can have offspring. And that, like, it'll be like a trickle-down effect naturally. And then whenever it's time for a godling to die, oftentimes the greater abstraction, the aspect, will just move to the most convenient heir. Because they're already, like, familiar and attuned with their magic and so on and so forth.
I wonder if
Learning so
Tyrant
much
has
today.
a godling.
Yeah.
No, this took me, like, 30 years to figure out. Like,
Huh. Wait, does Tyrant have a godling, maybe?
Is Tyrant a godling?
I don't know.
Or is he a godling?
Oh, you're not
Or is
asking
he
me.
like...
Oh, hey, we're out of the bog. And Leon points out to this great big pine forest you're in. Instead of there being a sky, there's now a canopy. And instead of being light, there's darkness. Who does not have dark vision?
We all have goggles.
Oh, goals.
Alright,
I
you
think
guys
so.
go full fucking Sam Fisher on Leon the Deer Boy. His eyes are just like illuminating like fucking flashlights in your night vision goggles.
He has LEDs.
Yeah, just in his corneas. Welcome to the deepest part of the Sea of Trees. We will be in the hamlet in... He looks at his bare wrist. 5 minutes. Did you like the joke? I'm not
I
wearing
like
a
that.
watch. Thank you.
What joke?
I laugh.
He's very slapstick.
Thanks.
I just assumed you could actually read the time on your wrist. At this point, I don't even know what to think.
That's fair, Chad says, laughing at the ridiculousness that is every world that Chad finds himself in.
Now that you're done listening to my boring backstory, let us walk in silence. And it just starts walking forward. Giving you guys some time to just, like...
Digest a little.
Yeah. Because he just said a lot of shit. And it was,
Yeah.
like, pretty matter-of-factly and conversational. Does anyone here, like, distrust Leon after everything he's just said?
I kind of trust him more.
Yeah, I trust him more, if anything. Just like... he's being
Everyone
straight
has their
up.
own motives. And currently he is on the track of our motives.
Seems like a pretty good dude. He does stuff when he's needed for good.
Kind of seems like he's trying to hold the world together.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't we?
Are we?
Aren't we?
Are we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know anymore.
You'll hear
Really?
some, like, chittering and chattering in the trees above you during this portion. There seems to be some kind of life here. As you look up to the massive canopy above you, where the sky is just blank, you can't even see if there's a cloud covering above. You are literally in complete and total darkness. Leon will point out to a treetop that you all, can just see the bottom of, and he'll be like, "You have to be careful about the tick-belangs.
What are they?
They'll swoop down and bring you to their treetops."
Angry birds.
I don't know. I've never seen one,
Uh-huh.
Cool.
but they exist.
Stay alert, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna anxiously look at the treetops as we're walking.
You guys will look at the treetops. They will chitter and chatter. You'll see some, like, really big fucking, like, insect legs that just scurry through these, like, pine branches. Which
Oh,
is
nah,
not...
Leon, can we move it up? Can we speed it up? I don't fuck with big bugs, bro. I had to try to a spider earlier in my life. This is not it.
You don't want to trip. They'll sense your weakness and pounce.
Yeah, we should go carefully then. And
He just starts like giving a very low chuckle. Is he fucking with you? Is he not? Who knows?
I'm like walking like Minecraft Steve. All my limbs are stiff.
You guys will travel for some time. Much longer than 5 minutes, which is maybe like grating to some of you who were expecting to be somewhere by now. And I just kind of want to do like a check-in individually. And I want to start us off with Nathan. Nathaniel Sadiv. You've had a lot of information here, but the one thing I want to focus on was Chad's willingness to be like, we need to shit-talk the tyrant. What were your thoughts? Like,
yeah, so while that was happening, I was just sketching out and writing down things for my report to Tyrant, and then record stop, and like I have now like written this down into the report, and I don't.
We're so fun.
It is not my place to judge people's actions. I'm here to report on people's actions. These are their own to face their own with, but I will not tip my card of hands here. They know I write reports. They understand I'm sitting here writing things. They can't read it, but
bro.
So that's where I'm at. We'll deal with that in a future time. Maybe he comes back around and we can convince him not. But yeah, lots of information. We now have a bog, a hamlet, a sea of trees. We have new trinkets that could protect us from magic. It's pretty great. It's a great time here. Love Leon.
Yeah. Chad, is it weird that you are using like weird fairy adjacent magic now? Like, you're holding these amulets that corrupt magic, apparently, that can fail a healing spell just by being near to you. Are you doing the right thing?
Chad has another question for Leon for later, and that question is, if you are aligned to the deer,
You're just not engaging with this at all.
No, Chad's thinking steps ahead of, does the fairy have his own friend? And if not, Chad wants his spine back one way or another. He's going to figure out a way to get it. Chad is really excited to chuck these grenades, or whatever the hell these things are. Chad is excited to watch Leon bust through some fucking walls and crack skulls with this Ashley bitch that just, every story sounds worse and worse as time goes on, as Ashley gets told more and more about. Yeah. Or maybe I'm accidentally metaing too hard because I watched last week's episode. Regardless,
you were in the call.
Was...
Igor.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Hey.
You wanted to sit in Leon's lap. Are you getting some, like, weird fatherly vibes going on? Or are you, like...
Igor, it's almost... he wants to get fatherly vibes, but he's not, like, getting reciprocated love. Igor's like, if any man was to be my mentor, my father figure, he's the manliest man, the king of all men. Igor loves this man.
Help me step Leon.
Help me destroy my enemies. Igor loves this man.
Is it the power, just the physical power?
It's the physical power. He's seen a lot of magical power with Tyrant and Ozark and like all these weird magic.
The cheating bullshit.
Right. He's never seen someone like him though, where they're just ultimately powerful just by like stepping on some shit and just wrecking it face to face. He's never seen anything like this.
He doesn't care about personality. He cares about power. That is a personality, right?
True.
Power is personality.
Lei
Plus, he's like a good dude.
What's going on, man? You're like in this middle road of like, oh, this guy is a completely different aspect of this world I've never seen before, and much different from our boy, the Tyrant. What's going on in Lei Stung's mind right now?
A lot of confusing thoughts. Because he's learning Ashley is like the Tyrant, so does that... And I don't know if... Does that make Tyrant inherently a piece of shit? Who knows? He kind of knows Ozark, right? That's kind of weird. You know, that didn't really click with me before, because Ozark kind of helps us out a lot and gives us a lot of information, even though he is a dickhead about it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I've never seen him act maliciously, personally. I've never seen the tyrant become like super malicious or like threatening to do things. He wants to go build a colony to save some slaves from an island. Like, this guy seems great. He saved my family. He saved everyone I know and love. And then there's Leon, this fucking huge beast thing. I'm like, yo, this is fire. This is sick. Wait a second. He's also like Earth's superhero. He's like here to save the day, to make sure the Earth doesn't explode. That's fucking crazy. That's kind of like what the Tyrant did. I want to know how it works. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. Mixed feelings, curious questions, more questions. It's always more questions with you guys as you discover more things in the Discovery team, it seems. You all travel in silence, thinking to yourself these thoughts, and then you will get to the hamlet. A grove of lightless trees that are illuminated by these simple lamps.
3 of them?
3 buildings, yes.
Chad's eyes widen.
One appears to be a single-story store. Just a regular storefront. You'd see it like a cowboy exhibit, almost. The other one is a clear blacksmith that you can see. And then there is the big-ass inn that must be 2 or 3 stories tall, whose lantern is currently on. Ah! That was a 6, but we're gonna re-roll it. Okay. You come forward and see that the middle structure, the blacksmith, is currently on. The lamps are lit. The forge is producing some smoke. The building itself or the buildings to its flanks, windows are dimmed out. Doors seem to be shut tight. Their lanterns are not lit, but this blacksmith is. And Leon, stopping, let out a groan. The secret smith. He's open, it seems.
What do you mean by secret?
He smiths secrets.
Can he get us really powerful, cool things?
He does not forge weapons, he forges secrets.
That sounds really fucking cool. Can we talk to this person?
Yeah.
There's a chance you will... Well...
What, invade our brains? We accept that risk.
No, there's a chance you will just fall through the world and just die.
I mean, don't we run that risk every day?
No. Not usually.
I
mean, you will... Do you know what a computer is?
Does Chad know what a computer is?
No.
What's that?
Is that like a book or something?
Okay, never mind. This metaphor's not gonna work. Imagine falling through the ground as if there was a giant hole under you specifically, and only you. There's a chance that may happen if you learn some secrets from the smith.
Chad turns to Igor. Computers are quicksand.
Oh.
Yes, it's like quicksand, but only everything around your skin.
That doesn't sound good.
You could fall into the earth and just keep going until you die, or are forgotten.
Well, you have a rune of recall. If that happens, you'll be fine.
True.
I mean, this will be like the entire world. I'm trying to warn you to be very careful if you decide to go in. I won't stop you.
Oh. Have you been in before?
Once.
I want to be like Leon. I run it.
Igor starts springing!
Chad
Before I can even react to like, get him.
Chad can outrun Igor. I'm gonna race him there.
Chad, you will automatically lose this race, and I'm not going to tell you why. For whatever reason, Igor's steps are much faster, or you're much slower.
Huh.
Interesting.
Igor will rub this inside Chad's face so much. I
Remembering
won.
arm wrestling.
You loser.
The
Haha.
door closes behind Igor.
Igor runs to the opening portal, I guess, this archway. Throws the door open, and we won't see Igor for a little while. As we go to Lei Stung, because I know Lei Stung wants to talk to Leon about stuff, and so does Chad, but Chad's been asking all sorts of questions, and now he's just realized he's slower than your slowest member. So that must be like a shock to the ego.
I'm not the slowest member. I have 30 movement speed.
Oh, true. But Ivor's not
almost
here,
moved
which makes you the
Twice as
slowest
fast
member.
as you.
Damn.
Wait, Stung, was there something you wanted to bring up to Leon?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, hey, how important is it to the world that balance and these godlings exist?
Well,
That spell doom, or
the deer has been around since the beginning, so I think it's very important. Some of the other ones that don't represent balance, but like Predation's been around for a bit. Recycling's been around for a bit, which is a weird one. The dog is probably the youngest one. The dog, we called the dog's godling the dogling when we met her. It was really funny. Nah, she was cool. Wonder how she died. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's all kinds. Not all of the aspects, the gods, are the same. Mine is about balance. Perdition is about hunting or predation. Doesn't matter what, as long as there is the challenge and the kill. That's all it cares about. Yeah. Just finding something that's kind of right for you, I guess.
so you can just. How do you even find these people? Like, if I were to, let's say hypothetically, I wanted to strike a deal with one of them, since they seem to be
Well,
part of the world.
you'd have to
Kinda
gain its
need help.
attention first. So I gained the attention of the deer, because I was already connected to the fairy, but I was also, like, geographically close to the daughter of the old steward, who had he went crazy, so he needed to be replaced, and then the deer, as its duty, started moving pieces to begin to replace him, and I was one of those pieces. I more or less was oh my god, John's hair is just in his eyes nonstop. I was like a pawn in a chess game that I didn't know was already going on for like 500 years. I was only there for the end, though, to like get things in motion. And then once that role was complete, he snatched me away from our hard-earned victory and made me kill a bunch of skinwalkers to get ready for the ferry, which would then materialize. Then I kind of had free time after that, which was, pretty sick. After you gain the attention of one, they'll usually they'll try you out, see if you're like worth their time. So they'll like give you a taste, right? They'll show you like what you would be expected to do, and then they'll empower you a little bit, see if you die or not, if you jive with them, and if you don't, then Well, I never figured out what happened to the people who fail. I assume nothing bad, because at the end of the day, like, you're a regular mortal, you're gonna die no matter what. What does... It's not like they need to kill you. You'll die on your own. But then if you're, you know... Yeah.
Do you... so you're knowledgeable of, like, these things and what they are? Like, do you know a lot of them?
I met three godlings before the veil shattered. I think there were like 15 to 20 in total back when I was around. I was the newest. Like, I was a first generation of a deer. It's kind of why I was so powerful. And I also just did not give a shit about, like, having a life, apparently. So I was just infused with a lot of just power in general. So when I showed up and started raising hell, they sort of made a coalition against me. Which was fair in some ways, but kind of a dick move. Anyway. The ones I met were who I actually met and, like, spoke with, not just, like, fought and, you know, beat to death. The lion. His godling was named Samson. Pretty on the nose, if you ask me. But who am I kidding? My name is literally Cat, if you think about it for a second. Leon Cat, yeah, it's whatever. Then I met the dog, the hound, the dogling. She was Alex's friend, but she thought I was a maverick, so I had to be put down like a wild dog, she said. And I'm just like, you need a bunch of hounds to hunt a deer, and then, you know, I stabbed her to death. No, wait. No, she lived. She lived. I didn't kill her. I let her go, because she was friends with my friend. And then I met the wolf, which was not to be confused with the deer. Or not the deer, the dog. Fuck these stupid animals, man. Like, why can't they just name themselves after what they truly represent, rather than the animal form they take? So I met the wolf, and he... or they were, like, a bunch of, like, lesser godlings who teamed up against me. So we had, you know, the lion, Samson, he was like a big, you know, I'm the alpha, fucking, I am my own pride, I wander alone. And, you know, we got on swimmingly as I beat his head in with a fucking club. And then, the wolf was actually a problem. Which I guess makes sense. Wolves naturally go well against deer. So. Pack hunting. Pack hunting's effective.
What was the dogling's name? What was her name?
I can't remember. I think it was like... Cynthia? Sarah? Something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, she seemed relatively, like, harmless, but, I mean, against, like, a mortal, she was still, you know, slaughter anyone.
Any dragon gods? Chad asks.
Oh! Was that me? There was this little, like, time vortex, me and... Wow. That we got sucked into at one point. I met a couple other... Not godlings, but, like, people behind the veil. So it was like a little excursion. Where, like, showed up and we're like, what are we doing here? And they're like, what are you doing here? And there was this one guy named Sigus, who was like, a Drake man, or like a dragon boy.
Aww.
Who apparently was, like, raised by a mountain, or a dragon the size of one. We, like, met, and then he's like, I gotta go take care of my pregnant wife, and I'm like, that's great. I don't know what's going on here, and he's just like, whatever, don't talk to me. And we just went our separate ways. It was just like a... You know. I did fight a dragon once, or at least one that didn't shoot breath. But that's a story for another time. I didn't even kill it. I was just like, I threw a rock at it.
Oh, damn.
We killed a dragon once.
Oh, cool. What's it like? 200 feet long, flying on like a cloud of lightning, or
Not that
Smaller.
big.
okay?
Didn't get much of a chance to act.
Oh,
Wait,
why do you
goddamn.
ask? Why do you want to know so much?
Has
You know? You
I just
answer.
how come godlings don't work together?
We're naturally opposed most of the time. Animals don't do well when different species interact.
I thought there was some like synergy going on, considering you're all part of the world.
Yeah, but the world's constantly fighting each other. Well, itself, really.
Is there any of these like greater beings that are like about saving people?
The dog is a weird one, because it came after the first steward, and it was like an animal aspect about loyalty and like servitude. It still was like, you know, pretty powerful, because like dogs are man's best friend, so it sort of rode that like ego wave into existence. But you know, compared to like an ancient one, it didn't really, it can't really be compared.
Ancient ones, like the deer.
Yeah, the deer. Something that has like a true aspect of the world's existence.
Whoa.
Who
What
else
are
is
those?
considered ancient?
Yeah. Who are the ancient ones?
Perdition. That's probably
Tradition.
that's one that either was like along with balance or came after just a little bit.
That's the hunting one, right?
Yeah, back when animals hunted each other for food, it sort of came into existence.
Man.
There's one where it's like, it's weird. It's like territory, almost. The concept of having ownership of land. Like, that exists. But that's the one I, like, heard about. I've never seen any godling related to that one.
They probably just never leave where they're from.
Probably.
Have you heard of the Greater Chemical?
Oh. John will roll a history check for Leon.
Nice ball there.
Rolling a natural 20.
Yeah. Raid team.
Oh! I heard about it. After the fact. After the veil went. To my knowledge, it was his fault. Or its fault? He was the, like, inciting incident that would eventually, like, tear it apart.
Interesting. We know someone who wants to become the Greater Chemical, or is the greatest chemical. I'm not sure. He lives with the dwarves currently, hiding from Mephilia.
Yeah. Like that one? And he says, pointing to Igor, who just flies out of the building. And Igor, we're gonna do a little flashback sequence with you.
Okay.
Igor, you rush into this archway. The door slams shut behind you as you throw it open. You have no knowledge of what's going on behind you as you enter this nicely lit, but ultimately, like, stinky area. The stench begins to, like, fill your, like, nostrils, and it's like a toxic, almost acrid smoke that's, like, filling up in the room. You, like, wave it away. You try to pop a window, but the windows won't open. It's just like a constant here, it seems. And as the door closes, there's a little bell attached to it that's out in a very, like, almost machine gun-like, bell. The secret smith, as you will soon see. Let's change the music a little bit. Do I even have a blacksmith? I must, right? I have battle music. You want to fight him?
Let's go. Give me your secrets.
Country village?
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm not sure if this one has a blacksmith in it. No, this is way too peaceful. Oh, isn't there like a mountain one? We could do a volcano.
Ooh.
An ocean, mountain pass. No, mountain tavern. This seems fine. You will hear in the background or from where this creature cometh, the smoldering coals. You will see like a hot heat begin to like billow out past this creature, giving its frontal silhouette just this dark and almost hostile vibe. And Igor, as it comes into view, you will see an aged entity similar in construction to you, or at least body positions. A little bit more pale, with very gray, almost translucent hair. This entity, around your height, with bulging, almost flesh or like skinless muscles showing, will look at you. Its beard, its like scowled face, as though it's just been staring into like sparks for who knows how long, will judge you. Who goes there?
My name is Igor.
Igor what? Where do you hail from?
My place of birth or where my lineage is?
I don't care, just say something. It's on record.
Oh, we'll say I'm from the City of Blinding Lights. That's my,
Never heard of it.
How about the mountains?
Oh yes, those are so specific. The mountains.
I was going to specify the Alventori Mountains.
Oh, okay. I get you now. I understand.
You look like you're from there as well.
Yeah, not really, but yes. I got kicked out.
Same.
Yeah. I don't like
You
their
know it is.
vibe, you know? They're all like, we gotta go and... Well, that'll cost you.
Yeah.
If you want those secrets, you gotta pay up front. I don't give away family secrets for free.
Even if I'm part of the family?
Indeed.
Fair enough.
Information's tight. The fifth seal keeps it like that.
Oh, yeah. Those
Yeah.
seals are pretty crazy.
Fucking, he thinks he's so cool being grandpapa now.
Wait, what?
That'll cost you, he says, and you just like, what's on your inventory right now? Let's go and look at Igor's inventory.
Oh, fuck.
You'll just see your backpack just be in his hands all of a sudden, and he's gonna rifle through it.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Stuff starts floating out of it, so he's like, oh, yeah, look at this stuff.
I didn't agree to pay for anything yet.
That's not how this works. I'll take that, and he takes your grenade. Delete
No!
it. Delete it from your
No!
character sheet.
I need it! Where is it on my character sheet?
He just begins to eat it. Just eats the whole fucking, like, detonator.
No.
It doesn't go off. Mmm, tasty! Sulfur. I haven't had such high-grade gunpowder in quite some time. Fucking
I'm afraid
Mr.
to say
Underground.
anything.
As soon as I say character sheet, he appears.
Time burn on it? No.
It was immediate. It was scary.
Now, what do you want?
What do you offer?
I offer secrets that I smith. Any secret can be forged. for the right price.
Could I ask about a secret and you can tell me how much it would cost before I agree?
Yes, because I was a fool and accidentally gave you one, and needed to be recompensed before you died.
Fair enough.
I'm not too great at this whole secret business, if you couldn't tell. It makes this business quite a hazard for my customers.
I get it. I get it. There's a lot of things I'm not good at as well. Anyways, how about secrets on the Tyrant? Do you know who that is?
I can.
How about what the Tyrant's true motive is?
He busts out his hammer and points it at you. You see this, like, black iron, almost like jagged metal hunk on a black rod be pointed at you. He, like, drops it, he lowers it, he puts it back towards your face. Give me a minute. Stay right there.
Alright.
And he
Wait,
goes
how
to
much is
the
this gonna
back.
cost me?
You're gonna find out after I know.
What?
And then you just hear this just massive thunderclap erupt from the back of the room. Fire ignites and billows out the archway as though hell itself has been unleashed. You back... Holy fuck. You back up, Igor, not expecting such a burning heat. And the creature comes out, no longer pale, but covered in soot, slag, and ash. I forged you the secret. I now know the price. To know your tyrant's true motive will cost you your left arm and your spyglass.
My left arm.
Yes, your entire left arm.
Can I
You'll
negotiate?
never be able to wear or hold a two-handed sword again.
No. Okay. Can we negotiate for something else?
That's the cost.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want it then.
Understood.
Yeah. I'm not giving up my left arm. I have to use two-handed weapons. It's a thing.
I
It's almost like
understand.
a curse.
Everyone has their price. Everyone has their line they won't cross.
How about this?
That's the good part of a secret. You truly
How
get
about-
to find the truth of people.
How about this? What is the tyrant's weakness?
Are you sure you want to know such a thing? It might be even more costly.
Just let me know the cost, and I'll consider.
I'll
it.
be right back. And then you go to the very back, or, you know, you back up and ready. He's kind of ducked down behind the counter. And there's this wee tink. And then another tink. And then you just hear a, what? Come back out. He's like, oh, that cheesy son of a bitch. The guy comes back. Looks at your inventory.
Doesn't have one. Doesn't know weaknesses.
It'll cost
Yeah,
you your
that's what
throat microphone and communicator.
So I'm guessing. Okay, so I already know what the answer is. Yeah, no, never mind. But
Alrighty.
my throat microphone and communicator. Fuck it. You can have it.
Okay, yeah, you just, like, feel this tugging sensation at your waist. You slam chest first, your plate armor almost divots as you hit the fucking barrel. He just grabs your belt, this fucking 5-pound, just fucking communication device. It rips out of your ear, you hear this noise as it disconnects, and he pockets it and begins to, like, munch on the circuitry. Radios! Haven't had such good ham in a while! He slams it down on the ground. You want to know your tyrant's great big weakness, Sonny?
Is it nothing?
No, it's not nothing. It's a thing that gets every man in the end. What a romantic your boy be. It's nothing but love.
What?
Oh, isn't that something?
Okay, who does the tyrant love?
Oh, Buddy, now you're just asking for trouble. Are you sure? You're giving me your
Another
communicator, you refuse the left arm. What else could occur? John is going to get rid of your throat microphone. Where's your communicator at?
It's not the same thing.
No, they're two different. Well, maybe
I might
John
have just
poorly
just
communicated
labeled
that. He
yeah, I
found
might
out
just
later.
labeled it.
He goes back. He leaves. Who does he love? Again. Oh, come on! You're not even asking hard questions! That one was easy! That's almost a freebie! Give me your poison and I'll give it to you!
Alright, here you go.
Delete your poison.
Both of them?
Yeah.
I have two. Okay.
By the way, you can never use these items again. Even if you get copies. So I might as well tell you
Wait,
that now
what?
to keep track. You're going to find this out later, but you'll never be able to use poisons, microphones, communicators again.
Okay, I didn't know.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
This is the find out period, okay?
No.
Yeah, you're fucking around. You're finding out. Damn. I really wish you took the spyglass. I was going to take one of your eyes, too.
What?
Yeah.
Whatever eye you used it for.
Oh my god.
You...
Fuck yeah. You want to know things? That's the cost.
Oh, that was a very easy one. It's everyone. He loves you all. The sweetheart. He's in love with you. He probably will kiss you on your lips the moment you return. Aren't you a lucky fella? Ha 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 ha.
I'll give you a hard one now.
Let's hear it.
What's Ozark's weakness?
Oh, who?
Ozark, the...
No, I'm just kidding. I know everything, buddy. I got all the secrets that I can smith. As long as that name's associated with somebody, I can figure them out. And then you, like, watch from, like, the edge, kind of curious to see what will occur. And the dude is just fucking rocked by fire. As he just, like, bounces off the edge, falls to the ground. Ah! Screams out in pain. Jeez Louise! Fuck, it's like I'm in Ameria again! Oh, my back!
I told you it'd be a good one.
Fuck, who's Ozark? You want to know his weakness?
What'll it cost me?
Your feet! You won't ever be able to walk on your feet again. You're gonna have to crawl around on your knees like a pathetic animal, praying
What if I
to
get
your
prosthetics?
god Xenoth.
How do you... Never mind. Wait.
I ate your fucking communicator. You wouldn't shut the fuck up about her the entire time. I can taste it on my lips. I can see it in my
I'm done
eyes. Her beautiful hair.
I'm done with Xenos.
Are you sure? Her little greasy
Yeah.
fingers aren't wrapped around your rib cage yet, are they?
No.
You just fly around in a ship called her betrayal, huh?
Yeah,
Totally.
betrayal.
Letting her go, eh?
Yeah, it's betrayal.
Oh yeah, sure. Give me your feet, and I'll tell you this Ozark's weakness.
If I get prosthetic feet, though, because it won't be my feet anymore.
You're gonna be crawling no matter what, bucko.
Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can do that.
Or a tensor's floating disc, you know, either way.
Sure.
Fuck, I really want this secret, but I don't think I can give him my feet. Fuck.
Nathan's now found his new favorite NPC. Fuck Leon, right?
God damn.
I love
Fuck,
all your
what do I
NPCs,
do?
They're awesome.
Yeah, I don't think I can give him my feet. Fuck.
What else you got
Really
for me?
want that
I'm in a good
secret.
mood now. I haven't been blasted back since Leon asked me what Ashley's weakness was. Oh, that was a good
shit.
time.
What? Never mind, I don't want to ask something.
I'm surprised you're not asking about dragons. Come on, our dragons.
We already know dragons are
Where is a dragon?
Nathan, shut up. This is Igor. He's the only one able to go to the Secret Smith right now. Go find him out in the world if you want to do your own.
Okay, what's Grandpapa's weakness?
Oh, you want to know some family secrets? It's going to cost you double.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
What's the cost?
Ah, we're gonna go find out, aren't we?
Stress, you haven't looked this one up yourself.
Oh, I don't need to. Grandpapa's change every 500. Boom! It's just the grenade goes off. Shrapnel is had. The anvil must explode by now. He comes back with just a bloodied face, just blood running down his scalp, blending in with his beard, turning him into a red-bearded Alventori fuck. You wanna know your grandpapa's secret? I'm gonna guess you a question. You know what the other seals are first? Because we might want to start there before we work our way to the end.
I know what seals are, yeah.
Alright.
They are.
Well then, Buckaroo, the truth is gonna cost you your shoulders as well as your bedroll.
What?
Yep.
My shoulders? So my arms again.
Nope. You'll have your arms, you just won't have your shoulders.
What does that even mean?
Think about how much stuff you carry on your shoulders.
What?
You think I make the rules, Buckaroo? I'm
This
not the
makes
one
no-
who's tapped into fucking destiny right now. It's you! You're here! Make the deal or give up!
I'm not leaving with nothing. Take my fucking shoulders.
Igor. You say this, and there is a big green button that appears in your
fuck.
eye. You know that this secret will be the end of Igor as you know him. Are you sure?
Like, end of Igor as in I die?
As in, you will be an ineffective character for the rest of the campaign.
Never fucking mind.
Alright.
Fuck. So, wait, he just said shoulders,
scared
so
the
I assume
absolute
that
shit
means
out
I
of
couldn't
me.
And
carry
bedroll.
anything. Yeah, and bedroll. Which means I can't use a bedroll, who cares? Oh, wait, does that mean I can't sleep?
Yeah.
Who cares about the bedroll, he says. He forgot about the first bedroll check.
Oh, the question of who's Maury is brought up, huh, Nick?
Who's Maury? I can't even, I don't know who Maury is to ask the questions.
True.
Problem.
Very true.
But, wait, so if he takes my shoulders, I can't...
Igor,
I
there
assume that-
is a method to this madness, but I don't know if you've noticed the pattern yet.
I haven't.
Okay.
I really haven't.
I'm not going to tell you it, so. I'm telling you there is a
I
pattern,
asked
though.
the Secret Smith, what's the method to this madness?
Oh, you want to know the truth of how the Secret Smith works, do ya? Oh, isn't that just a smart-ass question? Let's go figure it out. He goes back. You hear
I love
a
this
sound
guy.
of metal on hammer. Oh, wait, I know this one already. Give me your sword. I'll tell you it.
Oh, my sword.
It's beautiful. I want to eat it. It's collected so much magic.
But does that mean I can never use swords again, or I can never use weapons again?
I said sword, didn't I? I didn't say give me your weapon.
Oh, that's true.
You want to know how these secrets work, don't you? You'll only get one real opportunity to come into my workshop.
Damn, I'm a bad gambler. I'm giving you my sword.
You give him the sword, he immediately takes it by the blade, snaps it in half, this black-red
I'm an
ichor
epic. I need
begins
more.
to flow down his face as he drinks it. He's drinking the vampiric magic within and begins to bite into the metal before throwing the husk of the blade down. You hear this gasping, no! Out as some trapped spirit gaining power from the destruction you wrecked is consumed. The Secret Smith gestures his hammer towards your plate mail. The cost increases the more committed you are. The more connected you are to the secret in question, the bigger the price. Say goodbye to two-handed swords forever, you shit.
That was it? That was the only... Oh, fuck.
You figured
That's
it
not
out.
worth it.
I hope you like mauls and great axes. Because you're
Oh,
gonna
I
be
love
down to
mauls.
pikes and halberds soon.
I love malls. Wait, I should have told you that. Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Unfortunately, you don't got one on you, it looks like, by your character sheet.
No, I don't.
And you're a lucky bloke.
Shit. I don't have a weapon. And we're about
This
to go
tastes
to
like
fight.
squid! Delicious calamari! And dragon! Oh, no, never mind, that's stone. It was dragon for a second, though.
Alright. Here's a big one. Where's Schmitty?
Oh, you're looking for Schmitty, are ya?
Where is he?
There's so many, but I know in which you're looking for one. He goes back. The entire room behind him, it begins to implode. The dust billows, the foundation shake. It is an earthquake as fire gushes out. It singes you briefly, but you shake off the flame. He hobbles out, this cripple of a man now. I don't know who Schmitty is to you, buddy, but he seems rather important.
Oh, I want to kill that motherfucker.
I'm not sure. I honestly don't have a price associated with it. This may be too priceless for me to give up.
No.
You gotta offer me something.
No.
Give me something. I can't name this price. You gotta give it to me yourself, and I'll tell you where Schmitty is.
Give him your heart.
There's something I know I could give him, but I really don't want to.
Tell me, what will you give for the location of your nemesis? The one you wish to hook up to a shit harness and travel around the sky like a keel-hauling poop-mobile.
This is probably a really bad idea, but I'm gonna offer my helmet of intellect.
You want to get rid of your intelligence for good? That's a beautiful gift, revenge. You know, revenge is blinding. It only makes poetic sense. I'd accept that bargain. Do you give it willingly?
I do.
He takes your helmet. He dons it. Oh, I feel juicier already! The helmet begins to collapse and fold around the top of his cranium. And his brain bursts out of his skull. I am the galactic brain! He screams.
Oh my god.
This enchantment is beautiful! You're dumb! You're dumb now! I will tell you where Schmitty is! And this will cost you everything! And you are blasted out of the secret shop. As knowledge fills your mind, you start spasming on the ground. Your friends will rush to your side. Leon's just stands stoically. At least you didn't fall through the world. Igor, you writhe as a vision. You see Schmitty. He is in Tulst, within the tyrant's court, obscured by magic solely to your eyes, but now you see him. It does not matter what veil he hides behind. It does not matter where he goes. You know the location of Schmitty. All you have to do is go.
This is all I've ever wanted. But at what cost?
Please delete your intelligence score. Back to where? Back to 6.
Yeah. How do I do that?
I gave you a plus 13
Oh no,
to
Devin's too
angelic.
dumb. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, you rolled for initiative. You left. Hang
what?
on, I'll fix it for you, don't worry.
Okay. Help.
There you go.
There we go.
You now have minus 2 intelligence, where you belong.
Oh no. Tara's gonna be so mad at me.
Igor, you twist and writhe, but you're free. Your arms, your shoulders, your feet intact, your weapon gone forever. Igor's
Oh my
weaponless.
I don't have a weapon.
Leon looks at you as the secret smith. This terrible entity that has always existed in this world.
I'm a gambling addict. It was too much. I had to know. I had to know.
Igor is shivering, as though he has just lost all the heat in his body.
Chad's gonna run up as the eldest member, right? Left?
I mean, besides me. Yeah,
Besides
me.
you, like, I've seen Igor get fucked up by demons before. Does this look like he's been fucked up by demons, John?
No, for there is a calmness in his facial features, for he knows what he must do now. This is a man who is recoiling from a physical trauma, but inside, he is there. He is a man who lives in his own world, the world that involves Schmitty.
I would yell back to the group, guys, Code Red, this isn't demons. Would I notice he doesn't have his helmet?
Yeah, of course, it's not even on him.
No weapon, no helmet.
Guys, he's... Oh god, he's dumb. Hey,
Igor, what did you do?
Guys, I fucked up.
we know, buddy. It's okay.
Where's your thing?
There's never been a time where that's not been true. But where'd your hat go? And where's your weapon?
I gave it to him.
Buddy.
What do you...
The
Wait,
forge,
what?
the reforge, right?
Guys, I know. I know where he is. I'm just staring off into the distance.
Who do you know? Who's where?
Him.
Igor, you see Schmitty turn towards you, as though he just heard a noise.
I'm just staring straight at him.
You can hear Chad whisper, make him eat a rat. Make him eat a rat.
Guys, we have to get him. He did this. It's his fault. It's all his fault. Everything's been his fault.
I mean... Are you gonna go get him now? Because you have the Rune of Recall.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I'm dumb. This is what I don't do. Shit.
Igor, I need you to make an intelligence check to see if you can work it.
Igor, do not do that, please.
Work it, girl. Work it.
Or Arcana. I don't think you're
That's
proficient.
what his character would do,
Wait,
right?
why do you only have 2 proficiencies? Did you delete 2 proficiencies?
I don't know how.
What the fuck?
Oh no, Devin has 6 intelligence.
True.
This is the United States public school system at work.
There you go. I'm giving you intimidation and athletics. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Hog.
Yeah, of course. Duh. You just hit the button.
I'll say, will you get it? Should I go back now?
I assume you're already back.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
just
Like, what do you mean? You didn't wait to go in there. Why would you wait to go back?
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Igor just,
No.
like, a black vortex surrounds Igor's back, and he just sinks. You watch, what the fuck? And it just seals immediately.
At this exact moment, Chad would turn to Nate and go, why would you tell him he's got a fucking button he can push?
Oh, I don't know.
He's gonna push it. You don't
gonna
remember
be
dumb
happy,
Igor. You don't remember actual dumb Igor, do you?
He
I don't
wasn't
think he was
there for
around.
that,
He
Chad.
wasn't there.
Oh no,
Wait, was this
buddy.
head important?
It's
I-
important on so many levels. It's
politely-
important of national security.
politely
He is not
grabbed-
dumb.
Nathaniel's head. I'm not hurting you. I'm just grabbing him like, he's really fucking dumb now. You think you've met dumb Igor? No. And Chad just walks off for a second and comes back. No, guy, no.
Leon asks, should we go after him, or...
No.
He's in Tulst now.
He's home.
And
Oh god, he's gonna make some poor choices.
was that not where we were going?
No, we were going to the tower, I thought.
No.
We're collecting these things so we can get Tyrant's location to come fuck this shit up. I thought.
I'm just following you, Leon, honestly, at this point.
What the fuck was that Smith about, Leon?
It was the Secret Smith. He smiths secrets.
What happened to his stuff? His brain.
Gotta pay for those secrets.
Leon just looks at the door. And then looks to Leishtag. There's only one way for you to find out.
I'm walking in there.
Alright.
Yes.
Leishtag!
Good luck, buddy.
This is where the Ray team torpedoes itself.
John, you were redundant and triplicate there.
True.
I'm a gambling addict. I couldn't help it.
Leishtag, you walk into the Secretsmith. It is a very nice looking countertop, clear like weapon shop almost. But no weapons, no armor, no racks on display. Just the counter and a doorway, which leads to where something begins to roil up into a fire. You will see a creature come out. An entity that looks quite like you, in fact, Leishtag. Red skin, horned, black swooping hair. Reminds you somewhat of the pictures of your father. He appears. He greets you suavely, smoothly. Everything you want to be, almost. The creature greets you. Hello. Who has entered my secret smith? You see his forked tongue begin to, like, slither out. His tail comes up, showing off his black, crude hammer.
It is I, friend of the now and once was former idiot Igor that came in here and lost all his shit.
Oh. Igor. I know him well. He gave me the brain that sees through galaxies.
Okay. Can I get his shit back, please?
I consumed them. No. And that will cost you something. That was a secret. I should not have said that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And he looks at your character sheet.
Oh, I love this guy.
Sensing a pattern.
He takes your tinderbox and torch. You can no longer light fire. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm always just... Oh, it's like I can't help myself. The first secret, I always just... I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Did that just...
And then he just, like, bites into your torch. That's just in his hands.
What?
Oh, friendship. And he just begins to, like, stuff the tinderbox down his throat. I'm sorry. Let us begin again. I am the secret smith. What secrets may I smith for you this day, Leishtag?
Can I say something about something magically disappearing from me?
What? Can you repeat your question, but in a more sensical way?
What the fuck is going on in here?
That would cost you. Perhaps greatly. Perhaps not so much. Shall I go whip up of the secret?
I have 400 gold, I guess.
I don't have need for gold. Gold is magic. This world, everything around you is magic. What use is gold to one such as I? Let me go get started on that secret for you. And this devilish being, wings beginning to unfurl and collapse as he enters the room. You will hear it. How important is this to Leishtag? It's pretty important, right? But also, like, he could leave any time. It's probably a medium secret. He comes back out. Flyer plumes out once more of the doorway. Slightly covered in soot, but unscratched, unbothered. Hair not alight. This smooth, silky tiefling appears. That will cost you. Not too much. Not too awful, though, on my end. It will only cost you your mithril watch.
My fucking bling? Oh, hell nah!
Your blicky, as it is called in my tongue.
Oh.
Never again will you be able to understand time.
No thanks.
Well, any other secrets for you? We've derailed this session so hard.
Also,
I love the Secret Keeper.
One moment. I'm gonna walk out.
Don't walk out, you'll never be able to walk back in.
Okay, I'm turning back around.
That was a command, not a secret. I shouldn't have done that. I'm so sorry. You can walk out whenever you want. But seriously, you won't be able to come back in.
Alright. This makes things very, very complicated for me. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Holy shit. May I have to ask you for a secret, good smith?
I can
I
forge
put my elbows on the table.
any
Do this.
secrets that you have for me. I can smith.
You happen to know where the capital DOG dog is?
Oh, let me go find out. He turns around back into the smith, and this is probably important to Lei Stung. He slaps it. The archway buckles and shifts and begins to collapse. The roof itself begins to fold inward. He has to duck back out. His arm in a sling made of some kind of leather, perhaps from his wing itself. That hurt quite a bit.
What?
To find the location of this dog, capital D-O-G, I will need a few things.
A few.
Your healing potions. The biggest one, perhaps. Followed by your shield. And lastly, your belt pouch, because go fuck yourself.
What the fuck?
Never again will you be able to use healing potions, shields, or belt pouches.
Why the belt pouch? What
Because
did it do?
it carries your potions. I want them all. My arm is broken. You've broken my arm with the stupid secret.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. What,
Don't be.
You want a potion for that? Is that
This
why
is
you
the
want it?
price! The price has been set! Do you want the secret?
No shield.
I
the
do not
worst thing in the
barter.
world.
Make your mind. Choose
Healing
now.
potions, probably important, but magic. Does... And why the bell pouch, though? I could use that. That's actually like the most...
This includes fanny packs too. Belt pouches are just smaller versions.
My aesthetic for working out.
I know.
Falling apart.
I'll trade you the belt pouch for the watch. It seems to be of equivalent value.
Fuck no.
Give me your blicky. I'll give you your belt pouch. I think
put
I
the
finally
shield in the
broke
bush at
Nick.
the table when I stare at him real hard.
You give away your healing potion, your shield, and your belt pouch?
No, the belt pouch is on me, and I'm looking between it and the ice on my wrist. And I'm like, How important is time to me?
Think of all the clock riddles.
This
No
is
time.
important, and it looks so good. But the belt pouch, I can't use it for potions anymore. Oh, I have the backpack. I thought the belt pouch on the table.
Okay. Let's go ahead and delete those things from your character sheet. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. You might want to keep track of what you have just given away.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of the shield.
Yeah, get rid of your fucking shield.
just crumple it into a burrito and eat it.
Similar, yeah. He, like, slams it All up, the potions shatter the belt pouches used to strap the shield together. And like a folded pizza, he just begins to slurp it up. His jaw unhinges like a fucking snake. And then he just shatters it, the remaining, to the floor. You wish for the location of the dog?
Yeah.
Go outside.
The dog is outside.
It is now.
You the man. I walk outside.
You walk outside, and you are not in a dark forest, Leishtung. You are somewhere else.
Oh?
Yes. The bell rings, everyone sees the door open, Leishtung is gone. Chad, Nathaniel, and Leon stand looking at the door.
I try to look through the door at different angles to see if he's coming out.
It's
Do
so
one of
dark,
those.
dude. You can't see, even with your goggles of night. It's
Is
magical.
that normal,
void.
Leon? That people don't come back out? Did he fall through the world, maybe?
It depends on what he asked for.
Neat. Have you asked for anything?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a secret. I asked for the secret of how to destroy Ashley.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna try to put that plan into action, I think.
Oh, I couldn't pay for it.
Oh.
It cost
What
me
was
too
the
much.
cost?
Yeah. It was too much.
So it's
Interesting.
just me and Nate.
What if I go ask for the secrets of destroying Ashley?
Depends on how important it is to you, I suppose.
I don't really know how important it is to me.
What do you mean? How important it is?
Oh, the secretsmith demands price based on its value to the individual.
Chad says we need to game this out.
Well, you think no one else has tried?
So, I don't care about Ashley. Nate, what? You don't give a shit about the fairy, do you?
I don't even know who that is.
Excellent. Chad needs a minute.
I will warn you. If you play games, it will play games back with you. And that is not something you want.
Yeah. You should go ask yourself.
I love games. I play
I have.
Spyro.
What are you talking about?
Chad will
Oh,
start
you're
walking
talking
in.
to Chad. My bad.
Chad's like, are we gonna just split this even further? Like, we have no idea how we're getting home. I guess we all have rocks, don't
No.
we?
I thought we were going to Tolst so that we can
Yeah.
make a deal with your boss so that he
We
can
can
give
do
me
that.
an army and distract Ashley so I can go kill her.
Absolutely.
Okay. Can we do that?
I think Chad wants to ask a question first. I can always come back to this place, right?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, he's gonna ask his question. Now I'm gonna think about it and ask a question.
Alright.
Chad, you ready? Looks like you're up.
In this exact pose, Chad walks through the door.
You walk through the... You walk into the door. The door remains closed.
Fuck. I grab the door and try and
Yeah.
open it.
It's locked. You can't get in, Chad.
Huh.
It's a
that's
struggle
interesting.
to just, like, climb up the steps. It's almost as if your boots don't want you to go.
I'm not wearing any boots. I'm barefoot.
It doesn't matter. You feel them dragging down in your backpack right now.
Interesting.
They don't
They're
want you
actually
to
not in
go.
my backpack.
Where are they, Chad?
you leave
Outside
them
the
home?
briefcase. We didn't bring them in with us.
You didn't bring
Because
the
of-
boots with them?
I didn't bring any boots because you scared us into thinking all our magic
Oh!
shit. I'm barefoot, remember?
Damn.
Which makes that trudge through the swamp even grosser.
Oh, fuck. Then yeah, you can totally enter. No big deal.
and I could.
I'm sorry. I thought you still had your boots equipped. I'm a retard.
No, they're
So, like
sitting in
gear
both.
boots or whatever?
I
Or
don't have
general's
any
boots?
No, I'm barefoot.
He's just
Both
barefoot.
that and my
He's
slippers.
just been going through a marsh barefoot.
Yep.
He finds out he's trying to pull at the door, and then at one moment he puts his head on it, and the door just.
Yeah,
It's
there
a
you
push.
go.
Sorry,
It
guys,
opens
it's a
inward.
push.
There we go.
Push. I couldn't read the.
For Chad, it opens inward.
Immediately you'll hear the ding, 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 almost klaxon like bell above you. You will come into a beautiful little workshop, blah, 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 blacksmith, no weapons. Behind is a door, which leads to a forge area. And what sort of creature shows up for Chad? Chad? Who else could it be, if not for a weird mixture between a satyr and a bearded Dumbledore Gandalf hybrid? There is a strange creature, wise in so many years, mysterious and physically powerful.
And
He's
Harry,
like both of your father figures combined.
Hi.
Hello, it greets.
Lizark?
You're a thing.
I am, yes. A crude reflection of what you secretly desire.
Gross, but probably.
Oh, wait, fuck, that was a secret. Shit. Oh, I fucked up. How does this always happen? He asks as he looks through your character sheet and takes...
Gotta put him up.
God.
Gotta
all the
love
gray
that
stuff
part.
I don't have on me.
He takes away your map.
Aw.
You can no longer use maps.
Well, that doesn't seem quite fair, now does it?
No, it doesn't, does it? It's almost as if he's just stealing shit by accidentally gaming his own system, so that he's always getting a profit. Not that you know that, of course. Only the metagamer behind this computer screen would get that.
Are there free questions? I don't want to lose.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's just... Can we reset this interaction? I'm the secret smith. If you ask me a question, I will be forced to give you a price upon it as I go back and smith it up. If
I
you...
didn't ask a question.
Kind of.
You can check.
You can be argumentative if you want. This is just how it works here. I'm so sorry. If you don't like it, you could leave.
I want a blacksmith.
You want a blacksmith?
A good one.
You found one. I'm the greatest blacksmith.
I need you with me.
You need me with you?
You will come with me.
No,
That's what I want.
that's not even a secret. That's just a statement.
You
Everybody
asked me what
wants me.
You asked me what I wanted. Come on.
It's true.
I've been searching all over this fucking world for a blacksmith, and I found the blacksmith.
Oh.
Please come with me.
What if I give you the location, the secret location of the one blacksmith you truly desire? Perhaps it's connected to your mysterious past, Chad. Are you the son of a blacksmith? Gasp.
No.
Well,
Literally everyone on this planet seems to not have a single clue of where I'm from, nor my name.
would you
So,
like to know your name?
I'd rather you come with me.
I can't do that. I'm so sorry. Secrets give not into demands.
I'll take the name of that other blacksmith. At what cost will this bring me?
What kind of blacksmith are in which you seek?
If you're the best, I want the next best. Because I can't have you.
You want the best blacksmith, then? I shall be right back. He begins to spin and pirouette all the way back into the room. Graceful, yet strong. This creature disappears. You will hear...
What's going on in this shop? What can I grab right now?
There is a counter. It's actually really bare bones. There's nothing at all on display. There's no weapons. But you will see a dark black smoke cloud begin to billow out as if he's, pumping into some billows, trying to light a fire. He comes back out. There's a problem. Your secret is far too generalized. It's not even a real question you've given me.
If only I had the name of what I was searching for, I could be more specific. But
It turns out there is no good, great, the best blacksmith.
Master Smith.
Of what?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Magic, armor magic, something.
You want an armor?
Something from mithril or goofy metal, and I would describe.
A mithril smith. Oh, you said blacksmith. That's like iron and steel. Let me go right back in there and find you a mithril smith. He turns around, no longer pirouetting, seeming kind of annoyed that you're wasting his fucking time.
To no one in particular. This motherfucker knows I can't read. What the fuck is he picking on me for words for?
True. What? Why is he doing this? He goes back. That was way too calm music. You will hear the hammer. It will crack like thunder. You will hear a noise behind it as though a trumpet had just been quickly two-noted. He will appear once more, looking rather grim. The secret, you won't like the price, but it is on the softer side. John accidentally closed your character sheet.
What folder is it in? Toast?
No.
Oh, here it is. It's under dumb fucks. And then rating.
Oh.
I will require your Tulse bucks.
I have 0 on me, John.
Then why is it on your character sheet at all?
Because I don't like deleting it and reinserting it where all my shit goes. I know where it is.
This fucking guy. This fucking dude, guys.
It's 0! There's nothing there! There's no weight!
The concept of Tolspa.
Also, hello, Coffee Kitty. It's good to see you.
I want your mess kit, then. You can no longer use tools or implement to eat. You must use your fingers.
Whatever, chat's gross. Let's go.
Okay, cool. Delete your mess kit, please, and denote that you cannot use forks, knives, spoons, or any other implements to eat beside your fingers.
I keep the flaws tab open for a little while.
Yeah. He will beckon you to lean forward. He must whisper the secret in your ear, apparently, Chad. Do you do so?
Yeah.
Oh shit, are we past Igor's bedtime? Or work time?
Yeah, I need to get going.
Okay, we will end this here then. As Chad, this blacksmith, the secret smith, he puts a clown nose on your head, slaps the wire until it's just wrapped a string around you, and says to you, "Your secret mithril smith is within Nevlator's arsenal. His name is Clown Town." And then he blows you a kiss and sends you on your way.
I hate this shit.
I hate this game.
We will end us there for tonight, as we did not get anywhere close to freeing Ebor, and we derailed massively. But next time, we have a lot of things to do next week, guys. So we'll be seeing you guys then. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or night as we just fast forward to the end. See you guys later. Woo!